everybody, and welcome to Zweihander, Betrayal of Heartholm. I am your GM, Dark Mistress Susanna Grace, and with me are a bunch of absolutely beautiful people here today who I'm very excited to play with tonight. Unfortunately, we are down a Quinn, but we hope that they are feeling much better soon and can join us next week. Lots of love, Quinn. Rest up. But before we hear from past Charlie, I'll just go around everybody and we'll introduce ourselves and who we're playing tonight. I'll start on my right with the lovely Gabe. Hey, Gabe, how's it going?
I am fantastic. Hi, I'm Gabe James Gabe on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else on social media. Today, I am playing the dashing but kind of foolish elven burglar, Skarut, and I'm ready to kill some rats.
Hopefully. And below... Below Gabe, we have Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hi. It's great to be here. It's been a good day. I've been out in the sun. It got to the point where it was so warm I could take my coat off. It was that point. It was really cool. So I'm really excited. This is the first time I'll be delving into Zweihander combat, so I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm excited to kill some rats and hopefully not die. I think that's a pretty big... I mean, it wouldn't be very good. Episode 3 and dying, that's pretty quick, isn't it? That's pretty quick. That's pretty embarrassing. So, although I did die almost in episode 1. So, you know...
You did almost drown, yeah.
It's not a good start. But, hey, it can only get better, right?
Absolutely. And next to Tom, we have the lovely Angie. Hey, Angie.
Hello, how's it going? I'm Angie, aka Banjalip, and I am playing the lovely Herta. She is an astrologer. I keep mixing it up with Final Fantasy XIV, don't mind me. We have astrologians. We have astrologers. It's whatever.
We do. Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I mean, how cool would that be, though, to be an astrologian?
You know, that'd be pretty dope. But I mean, astrologer's pretty good, too.
Yeah, I suppose it'll do.
Yeah.
And directly above Angie, we have Jay.
Hey everyone, Jay Britton. I will be playing Halfling Charlatan, Arthur Mythfold, and I have to admire everyone's confidence at the start of tonight. Looking forward to killing some rats, because that's what's going to happen. Absolutely, we're going to win. Yes, go team. Looking forward to it. Not at all terrified. I'm very short.
Little flags from Arthur there in the background. I just wanted to say, before we started in the green room, they were discussing some innovative tactics for dealing with these rats. So while I pour myself a stiff drink and get ready to deal with these shenanigans, I'll hand over to past Charlie and she can tell you all about our sponsors.
Before we begin today's show, I would like to take some time to remind you about our sponsors. Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the beautiful maps and roles you see tonight are done using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all of your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer and 40k minis for up to 20% off regular retail price. And Tabletop Loot, who sell incredible dice. Go and check them out at tabletoploot.com.
And we're back. Thank you, past Charlie. But before we do get started, I do want to remind you folks that very soon you'll be able to catch up on all the lore, so descriptions, characters, world, places, you name it, in our World Anvil. And we're very, very happy and excited to bring you that real soon. And as always, please do clip things that you enjoy during the show and share them with us either in here on the chat, on Discord, on Twitter, on any social media, because we love seeing those clips and they always do give us a good laugh. And finally, if you would like to purchase one of these here books, you can do so. Actually, I believe on Amazon right now, if you follow our little code clip link thing, which should appear in chat very soon, there's actually a offer on it, and it will be a reduced cost once you get that in your basket. Let me get an exact price on that. It would reduce it to $30. You can get this whacking beautiful book for $30. So do so. Anyway, where were we last week? Where were we last week? Oh boy. Timmy was missing. Alex was missing. Drinks were consumed. People were flirted with. There were demands to speak to managers. Managers were spoken to. And it was a shit show, basically, but a very fun one. And bonding occurred between Arthur and Scroot. Scythian arrived not long after with Violetta in tow, and Herta arriving not shortly after, as he was looking for Alex, his fellow guard who had gone missing during the night of the explosion. Whilst he was quietly praying to the protector in a sort of back little courtyard, he heard a little voice from somewhere deep underground. It appeared little Timmy had fallen down a well and was calling for help. He was summarily rescued, and it was revealed that he had been with Alex, and they had both been taken deep underground by something big, something scary, that Timmy couldn't quite describe. I think he said it was like big fucking rats or something. And so he led you to a sort of intake to get underground into the sewers. And that's where you found a hole in the wall and a fresh trail of blood leading down. As you snuck further down the passage, you heard a strange sort of talking in a strange rattish voice as you saw the shadows of these huge semi-humanoid rat creatures on the wall opposite. But before I kill you all with these humanoid rats, we did get a wild magic surge. So I would like to roll 1d6, and that will determine who is going to be the recipient of said wild magic surge. Me as a... Oh, no, there's 5 of us now. All right, 1 to 5, and if there's a 6, we re-roll. So that's 1 as me, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tom, you lucky duck. You get a wild magic surge. So if you could type into Fantasy Grounds for me, /die 1d10,000.
That's 2,870.
Oh, roll again, because that one does not apply to you.
Alrighty. Okay. What? 2,860.
And 60. Reroll again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
2,850.
If this is 50, I'm done. 9,247.
9247. The nearest oak tree to you is older than the entire world.
Can put that into the law
Done.
somehow. I don't know.
Okay, you know this.
I know this.
Somehow.
I found an oak tree. Okay.
So, there you go. Once you're back on the surface, pick an oak tree, boom,
All right.
done.
Okay.
That tree is older than the
I'll
world.
make a note. I know of a really friggin' old oak tree.
See, that's the kind of high-quality note-taking that will appear in our World Anvil for this very campaign, so keep an eye out for it. All right, so is there anything you would like to do before these rats are on you? Because they are just around the corner.
Okay, so before me, what does it look like? Are we in a narrow tunnel? Are
Yes,
they in a narrow tunnel?
You're in a narrow sort of, it's almost like a warren. It's clearly been scraped away. This is a sort of a man-made passage, or rat man-made passage. It's like a foxhole, a warren. It's been dug out. It's narrow, it's cramped, it's damp. This is of earth. But having said that, it's not super short. It's like 5 feet in height. It's quite
That's pretty
high up
short.
for a... I mean, it is, but for like an animal-made burrow,
Yeah.
that's pretty tall.
Shoot. Okay. Balls. Who was in front? Who was scouting? Do we know?
I believe
It's
Skaroot was up ahead.
And what Skaroot saw was just the tunnel continuing and noise, right?
He saw the tunnel continuing, and then he saw the shadow of these ratmen on the walls.
Got you. Okay. In that case, I'm going to ask Skaroot. Skaroot, get behind me, and put out my shield up. No. I'll do the spear so I can and just poke like that.
Okay.
Before you do that, one of the most interesting things that I've learned is that when you are hunting, it's not always best if you go to your prey. If you split the prey up and make it come to you, we give them a place to funnel through, and we pick them off like mice.
Okay.
Not saying I've done this before, but just a suggestion.
Right. Well, do you have any idea how we can do that? We're in a narrow tunnel. Are there any other ways off that we can draw some away?
I have a suggestion. The one of us that is the best at appearing least hostile, and I look over to Arthur.
I knew this was
Chances
gonna
are, chances are they won't all chase you, but if you run out and then run back, if you will follow you, and then when they come and see, oh no, it's not just Arthur or whatever they sound like, we stab them.
I mean,
Right. So bait. I mean, let's not dress it up for a wedding, right? You want me to be bait?
It is bait. Yes, actually.
Right.
You know what? Arthur,
Yes.
I won't let you die because I like you now.
Well, me and you, we're business partners now, right?
Yeah.
I make money, you make money, everybody's happy.
But
So you'll keep me
yes.
alive.
Yes.
All right, promise?
Aren't you two arguing just yesterday?
Oh yeah, but
Drinks
that's like,
change
you know,
everything.
that's negotiations, isn't it? You know, every
Yeah.
business contract, you got to work it through, quid pro quo, find the pros and cons, make everybody happy.
Exactly.
Solid.
right.
And it's you know that meme where it's like the two muscular arms like grasping, like that's what Skadoot goes
Yeah.
in for.
Isn't that like Predator or some shit?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Well, now
predator
Arthur
in
goes-
this.
Arthur goes up on his tiptoes, like,
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, Susie, I've been down in these sewers before. Would I know anything about these rat creatures just by either by reputation or like I've avoided them before? Do I know anything about them? Like, basically, I
Roll
want to
me
know
a
if they're sentient.
folklore test and
Ooh.
make that difficult. So minus 10%.
Where is my folklore? Okay, so a target of 30 for this.
Okay, while you're rolling that, big shout outs to Purple, who just donated a critical fail for Herta.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that's so sad.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
So I'll distract with my D100 roll. Oh no, that's yeah. I've no idea.
No, you've heard stories of drunkards claiming they're ratmen in the sewers, but you know ratmen don't exist. They're not real.
Okay. And yet here we haven't caught actual physical sight of them yet, have we? We just
No. Just the shadow on the wall.
Okay. What have I got? I'm just looking at what I've got in my bag to see if I can do something really ridiculous.
No, I feel
am I really gonna go and run in there and be bait?
I mean,
well,
the alternative
run
is
in
just,
and then run out.
I mean, we
Do
could
you
just
want
shout.
me to run in there instead? I won't, but
Just think about
I mean,
it.
You just want me to run in, like go, hello, over here, and then run out again.
Yes, exactly.
Right, hang on, let me look in my bag. Susie, what social class are whatever's in there? I don't need that. Doesn't need to know, but it'll affect the roll basically.
They're like bottom of the barrel. These are
Okay.
these are
Fine. Arthur's going to. I'm going to pull out in my trappings. Arthur's got all sorts of shit in his bag. Like he's got some garish attire, dark clothes, some soft shoes. So he's going to just start putting like rags and stuff around him. So he's trying not to make himself look too much like a halfling. Put on some soft shoes in the water, so he looks a bit scruffy. So that if you saw him, you wouldn't think, you'd kind of go, "What's that?" Not, "Oh, a halfling, num num snacks." You'd take a moment and go, "Oh, okay." And I'm attempting to use that as a disguise to that goal of like a delayed reaction.
okay.
Before I go walking down the corridor. And I have a skill, basically, doppelganger. When masquerading as someone of different social or a social class other than mine, I gain plus 20% chance to my disguise attempt.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a disguise test.
So this is 62 to make myself
I'm just
not look
imagining like a rags and tattered version of, you know, in The Lion King when Timon and Pumbaa do the luau bit to the hyenas.
You have a reroll. You have a
like a
crit.
halfling. Yeah, I'd like
Jay.
to reroll that, please.
Yeah, go for it. Use a token.
Okay.
Or you can use your
under
crit. Your
You do have a
your
crit.
success.
It depends how our chat kind enough. I'm going to get another one during this campaign. I might do. Yeah, let's use the auto crit so that this succeeds.
All right. Okay. So, you have disguised yourself like something, like almost like a halfling-sized fatberg in the sewer.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. And I'll just like.
Oh,
Look
Jay,
up
have
the
you never
group.
seen fatbergs?
Oh, I've seen
I don't know what
fatbergs.
that is
Yeah.
either.
So
Oh.
imagine in a sewer system where lard from kitchens, sanitary towels, tissue paper, disposable wipes all get clogged in a system.
Gross.
That's a fatberg.
That's a
Gross.
fatberg.
Ain't
Arthur
good.
Fatberg, pleased to meet you.
You know, if you have like actual snacks, that might get their attention too.
Oh, hang on. And he like disappears back into his bag. And you just see it. Oh, no, hang on. No, under here. No, I ain't got nothing. No.
No snack. Why would, if you give snacks, then it will make more of them come. We don't want more of them. Just one or two.
Okay, all right. And you'll see like Arthur, like even though he's dressed himself like a fatberg, he's like sort of making himself look as sort of almost proper, like he's just doing it to kind of brace himself for what he's about to do. Right. I'll run in and I'm coming straight back out. All right. And then it's on you. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
sure.
any of that. You know
I'm gonna
what
prepare
you
my
do.
stiletto.
All right. And Siphon's going to turn to her to, do you know how to use a weapon? Or, I don't know, do you have any combat skills? Or
You'll find out.
Right, okay. Sure, okay. And instead of the spear, I'm going to use my sword
Okay.
instead. I
Because
think
if I
the
recall
spear
correctly,
is awkward spear.
magic isn't like looked well upon here, right?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Right. You all ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Everyone ready?
Sure.
Yes.
Cool. All right. And Arthur will just unclip his flintlock pistol and have his hand on it, just in case. So I will now. I'm so dead. I will now run forward. Whatever distance I gauge is I'm probably close enough now that they can see me and they'll be able to hear me. He'll just sort of wade probably now up to his waist, wade forward. Hello? There's a half-price sale on all rat clothes, accoutrements, and general rat-type things. Follow me! And he just turned around and go, oh, fucking hell. back down the corridor towards the gang.
Okay, so as you sort of walk around the corner and you begin to say this, you see at least 5 of these ratmen, and they can only be described as ratmen. They have the height of a small human. They're about 5 feet, maybe just under in height. Have very ratty, long faces that with big, horrible, yellowed teeth sticking down. They're wearing the ones at the front, at least, are wearing these clothes that seem to be quite makeshift and crude in manner. You can see like the big rough stitching on them, and they were all clutching like spears. And as you come around the corner, one of them goes, "Shh! Smells like fleshy. Doesn't look like fleshy." And as you say that, half price, they kind of look at each other and start moving towards you as you turn around and leg it.
And
So you have a couple of seconds before they arrive.
Okay, so I'll be, as I'm like legging it back towards the group, did I see that there were 5 and they had spears and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 fucking rat fuckers, spears, do it, do stuff. And I'll almost like completely blast past them. I'll like try to get to the back of the group now.
Okay. So, as I said, a couple of seconds before they're on you, is there anything else you would like to do last chance?
I want to like lean as far back against the wall as I can, so if they come around, I can just stab the first one in the side of the face.
Okay. So I would like you then to make me a stealth test to see if you can like merge yourself with this wall.
I would also like to do a thing. Magic is a fun thing that I'm not quite sure exactly how it works.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Aegis on myself.
Okay. You can do that.
I'm gonna reroll. That's terrible.
I would advise it, Gabe. So casting spells, usually there's no sort of thing like within Zweihander, there's no spell slots or upper limit on how many spells you can cast a day. It's like reagents. Now, assuming that you are a practitioner of these spells, you would have these reagents.
Right.
Especially straight off the bat. Once we get into it, you might need to buy more. But right now, you would become equipped. So you can cast this spell.
Alrighty. So what
you would need to make an incantation test.
Right. Thank you. I am with it today, y'all. Let's see, incantation. I do have a rank in there. Okay, sorry, I lost my sheet, folks, so I have to use the PDF that I wrote up like ages ago, so I'm like, what is that? All right, so that is like an additional 10% if you have a rank in it?
Yep.
Right? Okay, so 58% is what we're looking for.
And you can channel those as well.
Woo! That was a 53, I think.
I'm not saying it in the box. Did you roll it outside of the chat box?
No, I rolled it in the chat box.
Fancy grounds just went down.
Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, never. 53, did you say?
53, and I needed a 58, so...
Ooh, okay. Okay. So, Aegis, that's kind of like, it gives you like a protective shell, right? I believe?
Yeah, a mystical halo of wind buffets you from all sides, offering protection from attacks. So, it adds 3 to my damage threshold, and I cannot bleed for 8 minutes.
All right, so you are protected by a little buffet of wind. It's like you're surrounded by fans. Your hair looks amazing. Okay, so Skarut, you have very cleverly and cunningly sort of molded yourself with this wall. You found like a little indent in this dugout tunnel, and you are inside it, hiding. Herta, you are surrounded by this protective air. Scythian, what are you doing?
Scythian is going to raise his shield, draw his sword, and essentially do a defensive pose. So when they turn, that he's going to thrust the sword forward into the first thing that comes around the corner, and then stay behind the shield. So he's quite defensive.
Okay, so what I would like then is everybody now to roll me some initiative. Because Arthur, I would imagine while they're doing this, you're fucking legging it to the back of them.
So I've got behind them, and now I've stuck my hands in my pockets. And depending on what we want to call this, I've got like dusty kind of lint stuff now, just in both hands at the back of the group. For reasons.
You have pocket sand.
I got pocket sand.
Excellent. Okay.
Sorry, what do we roll for initiative? D20,
Jay?
isn't it?
No,
it's
it's a
your
D10.
D10 plus your
D10.
initiative from your sheet.
I ruined a D100 roll.
You'll never get a good one now for the rest. That's it tonight.
I ask that every time.
God.
That's the one rule that just my brain refuses to absorb every time. Friends, what is happening?
How
I was
did I
about to
roll
say, oh no, I'm
higher?
going last.
17.
I don't want to play anymore.
Hang on, I'm rolling for my rats.
I don't like what they're getting.
I like that Skarut and I have the same initiative bonus, but he rolled way
Yes.
higher than me.
The annoying thing is, it would be really handy if I went first, because I can do something that will help all of you. Ugh.
And then where are you at, other ratty? Hello, ratty friend.
Dead.
Okay, so Gabe, what did you get?
17. I don't want to go first. I want to see them and stab them.
What did Scythian get?
He got a 9.
A 9. Herta.
I got an 11.
And Arthur.
I got a 9.
Got a 9.
Got a 9,
that
didn't I?
sucks, doesn't it? Oh, right fucking back, ain't you, mate? Okay. Rat 1. Rat 2. And then... Okay, at the top of the round, Skarut. You see these things coming at you down the corridor, these rat men wearing these rags. This is probably, no, it's not the weirdest shit you've seen within the last 24 hours. You saw the big dog, but if you hadn't have seen the big dog, this would probably be the weirdest shit you've seen in some time.
That's valid.
What would you like to do?
They have not passed me yet, correct?
Not yet. They're like close. We would say if this was like a battle map, they would be like within 5 feet of you. They would be on the next square.
Okay. Am I able to hold a trigger at all?
Let me have a look. I believe you can. Yes, okay. So you can, under special actions, you could take the wait action, which is wait until later to use your APs, but place yourself lower down on the initiative ladder.
That's fine by me.
Okay, so you hold your AP. When would
Yes.
you like to come back in?
After the second rat has passed.
After the second rat has passed. Okay, so I will put you after rat 2. All right, so it is the turn of... no, it costs no AP to hold a turn. So in a combat, you get 3 AP per round. Waiting does not take any AP, and you can use them all later on. Okay, so the first rat heads down, and you see that they're sort of hunched over, and they're holding this long spear, and their eyes are glistening in the dark as they clearly can see you. And they're gonna just head straight for Siphon, because I think he's probably at the front and making himself the biggest target. And very protectively.
Hopefully.
Okay. Oh.
I don't like the noise you're making.
Yeah, that's
it
horrible.
scares me.
Okay, he's gonna make an attack at you, Scythian.
Parry!
Hold up, I've got to make the attack
block.
action first, see if it even gets there.
Alright.
I'm gonna use that token to re-roll this. For an 8. So, Scythian, as a parry, that uses 1 AP, and I would like you to make me a combat-based skill test to see if you can parry this rat's spear.
Right. Let me just double check my parry rate. So I've got a parry rate of 10% plus my combat, so 59.
All right.
I have to get under. If I'm reading that correctly, I think I am.
Yeah.
Which I succeed, 37.
Excellent. Okay, so this rat comes at you, and it's nothing more than one of the basic fire-hardened spears that you have, but it looks really sort of just shambolically put together. There's like bits of metal welded in here. There's screws all over the place. It's wrapped in linen bandages for some reason, for the aesthetic, as it sort of just jabs it at you, and it makes like a little sound as it jabs at you. Okay, so that was 1 AP. Okay, I need you. No, hang on. I need to make a guile test first. Scythian. Guile.
Okay.
That's gonna do it. Okay, I need you to make me a awareness test.
An awareness test. Okay, well, let me roll. That's gonna be a fail for
That's
sure.
a critical fail.
Oh fuck! Shall I re-roll critical fails?
I mean, you sure
Go for
can.
Yeah.
You can use a token.
Yeah. I really don't want to be caught surprised or whatever, so I'll re-roll the critical fail. Okay, still a fail, but it's not a critical
Still
fail.
fail, not a crit fail.
I think that's better.
Okay, so as this rat lunges at you and you parry it off with your shield, you hear it make this horrible sound in the back of its throat as it's hocking up phlegm. And you bring your shield down, ready for the next blow. As you look at it, and it looks you dead in the eyes. It spits the phlegm right into your eyes. You are currently considered blinded, and you cannot counterspell, dodge, or parry until this rat's next turn.
Brilliant. All right.
So it's goop. It's horrible. It stings your eyes. Okay. So that rat is going to bank 1 AP for its next turn. It is currently now rat 2's turn that's next to it, and it laughs as it sees your eyes coated in this horrible gunk. And it is going to use this opportunity to make an attack at you, Tom. Nope, that's not how I do that. 84. I'm going to use one of those tokens that's right there to re-roll it because it's available to me and I can. For 70, which still doesn't hit. It's poking around at you with this stick, but you're sort of, low-key blocking off its attacks that somewhere come near to you. You're kind of feeling your way in the darkness, but you're hunkered down. Okay, for its second AP... It is going to start swearing, and it's in this horrible semi-rat, semi-common tongue as it's just unleashing this litany of horrible, swear words and insults and just terrible, terrible things. It's like, I fucked your mom, in its horrible little ratty voice. It's going to make an intimidation test. That's not going to do it. So this thing is just swearing at you all, but it takes no effect. It's kind of funny, actually. Okay, just brought to my attention that we did get a donation for something, which I have banked and I will include later on. Thank you so much for that. I will keep that in mind for after the rat murder. Okie doke. So That is Rat 2's turn. It is banking an AP, which will bring us to Scaroot.
All right. So there's nothing within like arm's reach of me right now, correct?
Yeah, they've moved forward now as they're moving to stab Scythian.
Okay. I'm gonna step out and stab the next one in the line.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm going to actually do it as, because I'm reading terminology, I'm going to make it a called shot.
Ooh, okay.
I'm specifically like aiming for the neck.
Okay.
All right.
So a cold shot. Let's have a look at that. That costs 2 AP. You make a combat-based test. Cannot dodge or parry the attack. Oh!
That's a 7.
Oh shit! Rat 3 is fucked. I need you to. Sorry, go ahead, Gabe.
With my stiletto, it's vicious, so I get an additional 1d6 chaos die to determine whether I inflict an injury upon a foe.
You absolutely do. So roll me a fury die.
All right.
And then add your damage.
So that's a
So it's your
4.
CB.
My CB. Let's see. That is 4.
4. Okay.
And then do I get the additional d6 to that?
So what
that's
happens
just for the
next?
injury. That's right.
Yeah, that's for the injury. So that's really nasty. Okay, let me just. I need to do a little table that I forgot to do. Lightly wounded, moderately wounded, seriously wounded, grievously wounded, and slain. Okay, where's this guy's stats? So that was an 8 damage.
I can only do moderate or serious with the stiletto.
Okay, so with that damage, he was moved down to lightly wounded on the tracker, which unfortunately isn't enough to give an injury just yet. But he's on his way. He is on his way. So you
should have
stab
used more
this thing in the
scrutiny.
neck.
I learned that from Arthur. He's not taking this seriously at all.
And this rat man screams as you stab him in the neck. He's like, ah, what? As you say, you should have used more scrutiny. As you pull out the dagger, and now this thing is staring at you dead in the eyes. Herta, you are up.
Which one was the one that said I fucked your mom?
That was Rat 2, the one that didn't
All
spit
of
inside
them.
my face.
Everyone in the cavern said it.
So, it's not that she took offense to that, it was just that drew her attention. So she's gonna take out a silver dart and fling it at Rat 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And cast Magic Missile,
All right.
which I believe is also an incantation, right?
It sure is.
Alright. Hot damn.
Now, you could, if you wish, use an AP to channel your power.
And do that
which will
next turn?
increase your chances. No, it will do it for this one.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do that.
But I mean, you
Why
rolled a
not? I
16.
mean-
You don't need to right now. Like you've got it.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
But bear
was
in
like,
mind
if
for
it
next
gives me
time
the
casting a
added
spell.
bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a 16. Okay, it did bank an AP. Can this guy do counterspell?
I can't do counterspell. What kind of horse crap is that?
No, it's a special skill. He can't make an incantation test.
Rat. Get it correctly.
Look, man, I was about to say horse shit, but for some reason I filtered my brain, so...
Okay,
I fucked your
so
mom.
Like, that's all I hear.
okay, so roll me that damage for your magic missile.
Yes, so 1d10 plus WB, which I believe is a 5. Let me check my sheet real quick. Yeah, it is. So 5, and then a d10. Boink. Yay, 8.
8. Okay, and is this normal damage or is this peril?
It just says damage.
Okay.
And I lose the silver dart.
Okay. All right. So that was 8 total on to rat 2. That also bumps him down to lightly wounded, as this rat looks very unimpressed. He's laughing to himself after he was giggling about saying he'd fucked your mum, and then he's not laughing as you hit him with this silver dart of magic. Okay. It is now rat 3's turn, and he is not happy with you, Skarut, as you have just stabbed him in the neck. He is going to... I mean, you stab a rat in the neck. What are they supposed to do? He is going to...
Die.
Oh. He's going to attempt to take you down, so he needs to make a coordination test. Oh, he just makes it. So you need to make me an athletics... No, you need to make me a coordination test.
Coordination. Got it. So I need a 44.
That's a
The
14. Okay, this rat bastard attempts to sweep the leg, but you're too fast for him. You pull your leg away. But he is going to stab you instead. Just go for an attack. With an 8-7, that is not going to do it. So you knocked him off balance.
Can I say a line to him?
Yeah, go for it.
You have been scrutinized and you have been found wanting. That's for you, JJ.
I love it.
The rat, as he goes for you, goes, I can see what you're going for. It's you keep going, you might get there.
I like you.
Okay. It is now rat 4's turn, who is behind these three and has what appears to be a sling. And he's going to make a attack at Scythian, as he's currently bunkered down behind his shield. So he's going to try and make a ranged attack and see if there's anything I can do to make that better. Yeah, he's going to take aim to spend an AP. No, he's at the back. He's going to spend 2 AP to make this an easier test for him as he tries to hit you, Scythian. That was literally as bad as it gets. The rat instead, as he's swinging the sling behind, accidentally lets go of one end of the cord and just smacks himself right in the eye. And you just hear a fuck from the background as this rat holds its eye in agony. It's going to spend the rest of its turn crying. Scythian, you are up. You are blinded. You can't see right now.
Okay. Right. So that means I can't dodge, parry, or do anything like that, right?
No, you can't dodge, parry, or counterspell. You can still attack.
Okay.
But you, I will believe, I think it's going to be more difficult because you are currently blinded.
All right. Right. In that case, first thing I'm going to do is issue a challenge, which is my Hedge Knight's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, one foe in combat, whoever's in front of me, the foe is left defenseless to all melee attacks and cold shots made with melee weapons you make against them until they're defeated, or until I select another foe. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's free. It doesn't say anything about an AP thing. And I'm going to do a cold shot. Because I've got 2 AP left, because I used one for parry.
Yeah.
To attack the one
that
issued
refreshes
a challenge.
because it's your turn, so that already it's come back to you in the round. So you have 3 AP again. It's the start of your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cold shot still. I'll still do a cold shot. And yeah, I'll hit it. Try and hit it, I guess.
Okay, so I would say then that because you're blinded, and I don't have the exact ruling in front of me right now, I'm going to make this hard at minus 20%. But if you're calling the shot, that's going to make it a minus 10%.
Okay, right. Okay, so I need Is it just my combat? Oh
Yep.
no, because I'm using melee martial. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
an
you're
extra
using your
10.
melee. Yeah.
So I take that out. So it's just my regular combat. Okay. So I need 49. Under 49. Nope.
We
That's
do have
fine, that's
tokens.
fine. No. That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
I'm happy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bank the 1 AP.
Gotcha. Okay, you got that in reserve. Yes. Go ahead.
That's me done. I do have a feat though. I have a special ability. Just to remind you, my impenetrable wall. If I'm like surrounded, they don't gain advantage or anything when
That's
they
right.
flank or
Yeah.
ignore me or anything like that. Okay, just
Yeah.
a heads up.
Good to
All
know.
done.
Okie dokie. Arthur, you are up next, right at the back. You have heard all this shit happening right in front of you.
I just hear Arthur mutter under his breath, "Oh, fucking hell, I got to do it all myself, have I?" And he's going to run forward. And I'm going to try and do dirty tricks.
Okay.
So aiming, I guess for those in chat who don't know dirty tricks, I'm going to try and blind the rat. However, because Arthur is somehow an incredibly fast ninja, I can do this to 3 times my FB. So if my FB is 5, I can do it to 15 people in theory.
Okay.
Because furthermore, you can influence a number of people with the guile skill equal to your FB times 3. This includes using dirty tricks during combat. So if I succeed, it'll apply to all the rats basically.
Okay, doke.
So this is 42. I've got a rank in guile, so it'll be 52. And I can flip these rolls to make them
succeed?
a success. Yeah.
Shit.
Watch me roll a 99.
25.
I'll leave that as
Hot
is.
Damn. So what we mean by flip to succeed is if that roll was a 52, you flip the numbers round so it becomes a 25. So sometimes in certain situations you'll be asked to flip to succeed, in which that case, or you'll be asked to flip to fail. So if Arthur had to roll this roll and do it flip to fail, it would become a 52. But in this case, this is a success. In which case, every single one of these rats needs to make a guile test. So bear with me while I roll a lot, and we'll see who failed and who succeeded.
I'm just checking. Where was it? 30 tricks. Resist awareness.
Oh, awareness. Sorry, not guile. Awareness. Okay. Ooh, all right. Most of them are at 50. So that's 1. Fail. Fail. Succeed. So rat 3.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
That's your son.
Go on, Groot. I'll leave this one. Groot, you've got him.
4 succeed. And
He hit himself in the eyes
rat
and can't see.
5 is, let me look. Where are you, rat 5? What stats do you have? Okay, all right. That is also a success. Okie dokie. So, 2 of these rats. How do you do it, Arthur? How are you obscuring their vision?
I imagine he's literally this is dirt, and just from his scruff bag that he's got is just dirt and sand from carrying shit around to markets and stuff. And he'll do that like a little rat himself, just sort of scurrying and pushing his way through each rat and climbing over one of them and just fucking shut up. Throws the dirt in their eyes, jumps across to the other one. Yeah, have some of this, you little shit, and rubbing it in their face, and just tries to do something like that to each one of them.
Okay, yeah. So you just dust up each one of these rats. You get the feeling that it was successful on 2 of them. The 2 that are currently trying to kill Scythian. The others, however, were unperturbed by this.
Okay, so there's 3 others, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
One's fighting
and actually,
Skarut.
as you're getting closer, you see there's one that's currently on Skarut that's trying to stab him. But you see at the back, there's one of these rats that looks a lot different to the others. It's slightly bigger, and it's holding something that you can't quite see. It's covered, but it's holding something in its hands.
Ooh. And nobody's attacked that one yet, have they?
No, that one's right at the back.
Okay. So if Arthur spots this, I think like it'll land back in the water after trying to rub everybody up, and then just go. Phrasing. That looks like it might be shiny. Reaches in, pulls out his pistol, aims it down the cavern, and takes a shot at the rat with his flintlock pistol.
Okay. All right.
I completely forget what I'm rolling. So this is a simple ranged, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 42 is my target.
27. Okay. It is going to attempt to dodge you. Because it's a ranged weapon. So, coordination test. What is your coordinate? Ooh. Okay. No. No. An 88 fails. That's a critical failure. Which doesn't give you like any extra bump or anything like that. It just means it really badly fucks up at trying to dodge you.
It trips over. So I
Tries to do the Neo and just gets shot in the fucking face.
So I've written this down. I for damage, I think the flintlock is my combat bonus plus a d6.
Yep.
So that'll be 3 for my combat bonus plus 4.
7. Okay. All right. That is enough to bump it down onto lightly wounded as you shoot it. And you can see now that as in the darkness when you couldn't really make out what it looked like, as you shoot it now you hear a crack of glass. And there's an illumination as you shoot your pistol, and you see this thing looks like it's wearing a rat-shaped gas mask. And if you shot it, it's hit one of the eyepieces, which is broken, and you see this rat eye staring at you, red and evil.
I think you'll just like this. The shot goes off, and you'll just hear Arthur shout, I think these rats might not be exactly what we think they are. Just a word of warning."
What do you mean?
Well, this one's got a gas mask on, and I don't know about you, but I can't smell any gas.
It's funny you should say that, Arthur, because as you're stood there in the background, this thing, you see the cloth get whipped off whatever it is this thing is holding. It is holding what appears to be a makeshift weapon that looks kind of like a flamethrower, but it's very haphazardly put together. It looks like it could explode at any time. And it reaches onto its belt, and you can see it has these sort of big globes, look like big potion bottles. And they has this blue swirling liquid in it, and it pulls one off, kisses it with its rat face, and throws it at you, Arthur. So it's gonna take aim to make this a bit easier.
I'm really glad I didn't use my last AP now.
And that is gonna do it, literally just by 1 is going to make it. So I'm gonna give you a chance to dodge. If you have the AP, you would like to do that?
I've got 1 AP left on my turn, so I'm gonna try and dodge that. Let me just double check what my thing is. No, I can use Guile for parries, but not dodges. So this will be 40 to dodge.
Nope.
Oh no! I might re-roll that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
God.
no.
I mean,
At least it's not a crit fail.
It's just not a crit.
No.
That's the best we can go for.
Okay. All right. Okay. What the hell does damage special mean?
That means it's 0, I think.
Does it? Okay. Should have looked at this maybe before we started. That would have been helpful. Good job, Susie. Pro GM. Special damage is healing. I don't think so, Dark Crimble. Okay, friends, could you just back me up for 1 second and look for shout out our clips and stuff while I look this up real quick.
Yeah, please clip me inevitably dying.
I would love someone to donate so that Skarut can get a crit success so that I can make this rat my child. Because I have personally decided that. They accept my puns. They know me for who I am. You know what? It's going to be a great family. I'm going to have my rat child, my demon dog. We're going to be living happily ever murderous after. We'll make a whole damn not cult in the sewers. We've got Arthur, who can be our man on the top floor. It's the Uncle Arthur. Uncle Artie.
Oh my god.
I'll be the rat's baby daddy. It's fine.
I'm going to be more benevolent than Dear Gabe. I think y'all should donate to Syphian, this poor motherfucker. Who just can't hit anything to save his life.
That I accept. I thought you were going to donate to you and then I was going to fight you. But yes.
No, I've already had a donation. I don't want any more.
Donate to Arthur. He's 4 foot tall and is about to get destroyed by a blue orb of mystery.
Donate to Arthur so
that
sounds like a half kebab.
That sounds like a great Saturday night, to be honest. But hey,
half kebab.
Not that part. The
look, man.
You know, it's all bad.
It's either rat kebab or half kebab. Gotta pick one.
Ew.
I don't want to die.
Look, have you guys never seen Demolition Man? Rat burgers.
Oh god, yes. Is that the one with the seashells? No.
Yes. Yes.
It is the one with the seashells, isn't it? Right.
Yes. Yeah. But yes, be sure to clip stuff, guys. Donate to us. RT stuff. All kinds of good shit happens when you do things in chat and on Twitter. Good things.
I'd save my crit success for this instead of dressing up like
sometimes
trash.
Family.
Okay, I found it.
Family is an elf, thieving dog, and a rat child. Go ahead.
So, this actually affects everybody in a burst pattern. So within 6 yards of Arthur from every direction, so that it would be Herta, Syphian, and Skarut, as you're all pretty close in this tunnel. I would like you all to make me a toughness test.
Does it affect his own troops?
Yes. And doesn't seem to give a shit.
Test.
Toughness
really?
test.
Oh, cool.
And that includes me, Susie.
Yeah,
as well,
especially you, Arthur, because that was right on your face.
Yay.
Ooh, good. 56 is mine. Come on.
Also,
Fuck
friends,
you!
while they're rolling to die, we are very nearly at a new wild magic surge, so get those RTs going. It might just save their lives.
Are Skarut and I the only ones that saved?
By 2! Oh my god! By 2!
I crit failed.
Oh, good.
Reroll.
Okay.
Reroll the crit.
Dude, reroll. Like, for real.
Reroll?
Don't worry about the
Alright.
group. Save yourself, Alpha.
Oh, that's a success. That's a success.
Thank fuck.
Okay, who failed?
Yo.
Syphian and Skarut.
Hey, I'm blind. It's, you know.
Just sailed over Arthur's head. Like, bye.
Okay.
Use the wind for me. Whoosh.
I've already been burnt once. What's another burn? Come on.
Oh my god.
So,
Be careful, you don't
as,
have to
as this vial, this bottle comes flying over your head, Syphian, you look up for a second, and Skarut, you can't help but look at it. Arthur, you see it coming, you see the liquid, you immediately cover your mouth and nose, and Herta, you do the same, and Aegis helps protect you. But Syphian and Skarut, you breathe in as this vial shatters, and you feel your insides begin to rot. You have a condition known as tomb rot, and you will be affected for 6 days. Tomb rot means that you cannot recover steps on your damaged condition track whatsoever, unless you are treated by a healer.
So cannot recover steps on my condition tracker, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I made a note.
So,
Brilliant.
Both of you cannot do that. But however, Arthur and Heta, you managed to hold safe and stop yourselves from becoming infected, and the rat at the back laughs as it does so. And it is going to...
Gabe, what are you doing?
I'm waiting. I have a question.
Oh, okay.
She's reading.
I was wondering, like,
Not
if you had, like,
rude.
if you were miming or. I didn't know.
No.
Oh, wait, I need to roll a d6. I forgot to do that to see something. Oh, that's a bad time for you folks.
You're the worst.
Hey,
Oh, you do.
it was the dice that did it. But it's going to bank that last AP, but it holds up this machine in its hands and glares at you all. You had a question, Gabe.
How's my rat child looking?
Your
Are they
rat child's
coughing
looking
too?
all right. No. Oh, shit, I forgot to roll for those guys. Hang on.
Okay. Yep.
Nope. Rat 1 is fucked. So that is Tomb Rot. Rat 2, let's have a look. Also has Tomb Rot. Rat 3. Oh, he's dead. He's got it. Your son. He's hurting. And the anguish that came from your voice there, Gabe. I'm so sorry.
The 99, it killed me.
All of the smaller rats up ahead start coughing, and they've all clearly also been infected by this disease. Okay, so after rat 5, that will bring us back to the top of the round with Skarut.
I'm going to look at my rat and say very clearly, if you want to live, move out of my way. And I'm gonna try to charge at the rat in the back. Oh, and there's a crit success from me. Apparently. What's happening?
My mouse left the remix.
What was that?
Hello?
Okay, now
Yes,
I can
hi.
hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I accidentally hit the back button on my mouse and exited out of VMix. So what would you like to do again, Gabe? I'm so sorry. So professional.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to, so I'm looking at the one in front of me and say, if you want to live, you'll move out of my way. And then I'm going to charge at the one in the back.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. And when I charge at the one in the, so I'm going to use the charge for 2 AP, and then I'm going to just make a melee attack for my third AP.
Okey-dokey. So let's make that attack.
All right. That's a 26 with my stiletto.
26. Hot damn. Okay. So it did bank AP. It's going to attempt to parry you. At the back. Oh, 95. No. No. No, you good.
All right. So then should I roll the fury
Yep.
die?
So because you charge, you get an extra fury die. So that's 2d6 plus your CB.
All right. Oh! That's a 6. And then an extra one. So 10 plus 4 plus 4 is 18.
18. Fuck! Okay. That is enough to bump him down to lightly wounded, which I would normally roll 1d6 to determine if he gets an injury, but because of your stiletto being vicious, that becomes 2d6. So, let's have a look. And if there's a 6 on any of these faces, he gets a injury. He does not.
No.
That is also true. Okay, so he is bumped down on the damage tracker. He's not injured. But that was all 3 AP in that turn. So you rush forward, you charge at him, you stab at him. You see that he's wearing like this makeshift haphazard sort of rat steampunk gear, and the steam sort of coming out of him, and he's holding something now that clearly is a weapon with a big tanker that's covered, like has this swirling blue substance in it. So you're stood right next to him now. Okay, so it is now Rat 1's turn, back in front of Scythian, who is no longer blinded because it's back to his turn. He is going to attempt to he's going to attempt to stunning below you, Scythian. So he needs to make a athletics test, and if successful, then you would need to make a resist, toughness, or be stunned. So let's have a look. That's a 97. I'm going to use one of those tokens to re-roll that for an 8. So you need to make me a toughness test, Tom. See if you are stunned.
Okie pokey. What's my toughness? My toughness isn't too bad. My toughness is 56, so...
All right, yeah.
You know, I'm not, because I've rolled absolute shite this entire time. 30.
30. Okay,
Not
you
bad.
see these little rat paws come up and attempt to clap either side of your ears to stun you.
No.
But you poof, bash it away with the shield. It's then just going to be like, well, fuck it then, and he's going to try and stab you with the with the spear. Let's just go for a normal attack. That is a 4.
Harry.
Make that parry roll.
Okay.
You rolled so many single digits this session.
Good God.
That's not a parry, is it, Tom?
No, I'm 3 out.
Okay, so it's gonna roll to your damage. That will be 9 points of damage. Is that past your first damage threshold?
So what would I do? Would it be like the big number? Or
Yeah,
would it be
the
like...
first number.
Which is 8, I think.
8. Okay, so it is enough to bump you down. You are now lightly wounded, which is there's no sort of mechanical drawback to that just yet, but that does mean that you're on your way down to Slain, which is right at the bottom. You got a couple of steps to go, but you're on your way.
Okay.
And it laughs as it sinks this nasty ass spear into your shoulder. It slips past the shield and just stabs you right there, pulls it back and goes, fleshy bastard. Okay, it is Rat 2's turn. Rat 2's turn.
I believe Fantasy Grounds just went down now.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds went back in? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Y'all trust me, right? Okay. Rat 2.
Wow. Am I the only one that said yes? Jeez.
I was gonna say, I think the silence was a little overwhelming.
Hurts my heart, guys. Okay, Rat 2 is going to just keep up the assault on you, Scythian. It's gonna try and make a cold shot and try and stab you in the knee with its spear. So if it succeeds on the test, you cannot dodge or parry the attack. And with a 44, that is a critical success, which means that even if I hadn't done a cold shot, you would not be able to parry or block this. Okay, so let me roll this damage on Rat 2. That is a 4, that is 9 again. Okay, so 9 is enough to bump you down on that damage threshold. So I need to roll a d6, see if you take a wound.
Bring it. Come on, give it to me.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, of course you did.
I'm sorry, Tom.
I'm not liking this game. Okay.
Okay, I need you
Susie,
to roll me
did you put fancy grounds down?
maybe I did.
Suspect.
All right, Tom, can you roll me a
Yes.
D100 and we'll determine what your injury is?
All right. I would if Fancy Grounds didn't just crash on me and stop. I need a new roller.
Shit, yeah.
Hang on. I need a new roller. 1 sec.
I've got some physical dice here if you want me to roll it. I've got them in my hand.
Yeah. 1 sec.
Oh, he rolled a 2,
apparently
Susie.
England, a 2?
No,
Oh,
I'm joking.
that's convenient.
No, a 22.
Uh,
Let's make it a
What am I
crit if I'm gonna
rolling
lie.
for? Sorry, what am I rolling
It's
for?
for your injury, so roll me a
48.
D100. 48. Okay, I just want to say a big thank you to Englander, who apparently donated for big crits. He said, "Can I donate to the rats?" Nah, I'm feeling generous. That's a crit for everyone. So thank you, Englander.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
thank
so
you.
that was a 48.
Yes. If this
All
is like
right.
an arms chopped off, I'm re-rolling a character.
It's nothing. Don't even worry about it. This is a jammed finger. You immediately drop whatever you're holding until fully recuperate. You immediately drop whatever you're holding, not your shield because that's strapped to your arm, but your sword, you would drop it.
Yeah.
Until fully recuperated, you must flip the results to fail all melee weapon attacks with your primary hand. So when
wait,
you roll,
if I succeed,
yes.
I
So
gotta
even if you
flip.
succeed, you've got to flip it, and there's a chance that that might fail, but it might still succeed depending on how low you go.
fucking hell.
You've got
Alright.
2 crits. You got 2 crits.
I need to
You'd
get
be
to my
fine,
turn to
Cyprian.
use those fucking crits first. Hang on. So let me make a note. So, so it's any melee result I flip.
So
essentially.
it's for let me just double check the wording on it. All melee weapon attacks. So parries, you're fine with.
Okay. Until what? It's not hurting anymore?
Until it's recuperated, until it's like attended to.
Okay. Who's got a plaster?
Just a bit of wood, bit of
Just a
bandage.
little bit of wood. A little bit of
Split
wood.
it up,
That's
I'll
all
be
I
fine.
need.
And thank you, Angie, for that crit for Siphon. He fucking needs it. Okay, so that was Rat 2's attack. That was 1 AP. It is going to. No, it's done. Okay, it's gonna spend the rest of its time laughing at you, Siphon, as it went in.
Fucking bring it, Susie. Fucking bring it.
No. It went low to get you to move your hand and jammed up and made your finger just go like at a really awkward angle against the grip of your sword, and it dropped it, and it's like, ha, dickhead, as your sword is on the ground. Okay, this will bring us to Herta.
I just saw that Quinn donated too.
Quinn! What did Quinn donate for?
12 GP, so whatever 12 GP corresponds with.
Big crits. That's a crit for everyone. Thank you, Quinn. Mwah.
Okay. So I guess so flamethrower douchebag's still up, right?
Yes, right at the back, next to Skirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss a magic missile at that one with my crit, one of them at least at this point.
Okay.
So critical success, 1d10 plus with WB, and the foe drops whatever is in their hands just outside of easy reach.
Ooh, okay.
So
So that's a crit success. So roll that damage, yeah.
Excellent. Oh, big money, big money. Oh boy. That's a big old six. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Ow. Okay.
but it's enough to make that fucker drop shit. That's all I care about.
It's not enough to damage it. And Skarut, as you're stood next to this this like flamethrower rat, you see this flash of bright light, and it's almost enough to blind you as this dart hits the thing in the hand, and you see it like a as it drops the flamethrower, and it sort of skids a little bit out of its reach, so it will have to move to pick it up. Okay, is there anything else you would like to do, Hector?
That would be it for me.
Hockey doke. That will then bring us to Rat 3, who is kind of confused and bewildered as Skarut stabbed him and then said, hey, if you want to live, fuck off.
Also, we have lost Skarut for the time. The Wi-Fi crashed for him.
Okay, we have lost a Gabe. Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll a test for this little guy, and we'll see if Skarut's words had any impact on him. Okay. So, Scythian, as you're stood there, sort of like going, you bastard, with your finger, you see this rat that had been going toe-to-toe with Skarut sort of look around, and it has this sort of panicked look in its eye as it's starting to like nibble at the air in a panicked motion, and you see it start to run back down the corridor and away. Okay. Which will bring us to Rat 4, who is the who is still kind of cupping his eye, and he's like, as he takes the sling once more and tries again. And he's going to try and hit Herta again. So let me see if he succeeds. He's going to take aim to make it easier.
And this is against my damage threat, or my what?
No, this is an attack. So this is a successful attack. Now, it's a ranged attack. If you have any AP, you can roll to dodge.
I think I have AP because I only did one thing.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't have access to spells that cost like 3 AP yet, so...
No. So, yeah, I'm going to use one to dodge then.
Okay, so you need to make a coordination test.
Right. That is... Oh my god, I got the number that I needed. I needed a 48 and I rolled a 48.
Damn, okay. So this time, the rat kind of holds one eye shut, that's still stinging from the leather of the sling, and it flicks another stone at you, another bullet from the sling at you, Herta, but you are ready for it this time. You just sort of like duck your head out of the way at the last second as you see it swish straight past your face. And it is going to... Ooh, okay, it grabs some dirt from the ground and puts that in its sling. And it's going to try and do a dirty tactic back at Arthur.
What?
And with a 12, that would succeed. I need you to make me a awareness test, Arthur.
No, it's not any kind of... This is just a straight awareness, isn't it? It's not...
Mm-hmm. It's not like a dodge, parry, or anything like that.
No. Damn it. Okay. So 41 is what I'm looking for. I'll roll. I just immediately looked across the fantasy grounds and forgot.
Yeah, I know. I did the same.
40. 49. That's a fail.
Okay, so Arthur, as you're kind of like semi-celebrating the fact that you crop dusted a good chunk of these boys, you look up just in time to see this glob of dirt just right in the eye.
Oh, now that's just... Oh, that's fucking gross, isn't it? There's no need for that. Oh.
That sound, though. Okay, so that is that rat's turn, which will bring us to Scythian. Your sword is on the floor, so you will need to spend like an AP to get that back.
I was afraid of that. Okay. Okay. I shall use an AP to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shall use another AP to knock one down. Can I ask, what does defenseless actually mean?
Defenseless is like if they're unconscious or asleep or anything like that. So if they're not capable of defending themselves.
Well, according to my issue challenge, that I automatically a foe is left defenseless.
That's right.
But there's something called helpless as well. So, are they two different things, or are they the exact same thing?
I am not entirely sure, but for a knockout, this thing is defenseless, so you can like.
Yes, I just wanted to see what the difference, if there was any difference. But I will give it a go. I'll try to knock it down, knock it out.
I need to write down these conditions.
I mean, yeah. So I need to make an athletics test. Oh wait, no, they have to make an athletics test or be knocked out. Apparently.
Okay. So they need to make athletics, ratmens. Let's see what we got. That is a 99, which is a critical fail, but I'm going to use that token which I have up there to re-roll that.
Oh.
Didn't help.
Yay.
Because I got a 69. Nice.
Nice.
But that is a fail.
So... I guess it's knocked out.
Yeah. Okay. So you just Okay. So you need to roll 2d10.
Okay. I can do that. That is 16.
16. Okay. That's 2d10. What is your brawn bonus? Your bibby.
My bibby is 5.
Okay. All right. What the did I just do? Oh, it's up here. Oh my god. Okay. So what was the 2d10 roll?
16.
16 plus 5. That's 21. Fuck me. Okay, that was 3 thresholds. 1, 2, 3. And this is on Rat 2 in front of you, right?
Yes, the one I marked, whatever has been in front of me, yeah.
And so it is also knocked out for 5 turns as you just clatter it over the face. And you see its little eyes go, ugh, as it rolls back in its head. Its tongue lolls out the side of its mouth as it crumples into a heap on the ground.
Brilliant. Do I hold the parry or do I finish him off? I'm going to hold the parry. I'm going to hold AP for a parry.
Hold an AP for a parry? Nice,
I think I'm done. Yep, I'm done.
Okay, and that is Siphon, which will bring us to Arthur. You are currently blinded. You've got rat shit and dirt in your eyes.
Awesome. What a great day out. So we've got one still attacking Skarut in there who is lightly wounded.
Yep.
And then 2 still on Siphon, 1 knocked out. And then the big boy at the back with his lantern still. Mm-hmm. Okay. Would Arthur do that? He probably would. I think the ones that this is so tricky. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and blind again. All the ones that I think because does it only last 1 turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to basically try and keep them blind again. I also realized on the first time we did this, I don't know if it actually makes us a difference on Dirty Trick. But it's when I do what I did with the flip or can flip, it's always considered a critical success.
Gotcha.
Whether I flip or not. I don't know if that makes a difference to Dirty Tricks. So yeah, I'll try and blind everyone again.
If it's a success and it's a crit success, which means they can't resist it. So a crit success means you can't be resisted. So that is important.
So we'll remember that for next time, gang. I would have blinded them all if I just read my thing. So I'll try and blind them again this round. So what am I at? Where's my guile? 42, 50. So 52 I'm aiming for, but I can flip. 54, so I will flip that to a 45.
45, which is a success.
And it'll be a crit success because of my trickster skill.
So you again just crop dust a lot of them, and they are all now blinded.
Right, there we go. I've practiced now. That's it, done. Right, who's next?
It's literally the blind blinding the blind here right now.
Yeah, I've got like, you know when they say when your sights are lowered, senses are lowered, you suddenly become more aware. That's why I've managed it this second time around, because I've only got half
You
the
like
eyesight.
Daredevil? Yeah.
One really good eye. And I think I can attack something that's knocked out, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I think as he kind of lands from like just rubbing the last one in the face, he'll grab his stiletto out and go to shank the guy that Siphon just knocked out.
Okay. Now surely there has
Coup
to
de
be like
grace,
a
that son of a
bonus to
bitch.
that. What I will say then, because this thing is unconscious, this is going to be easy to hit them, which is a plus 20% to your melee roll.
Oh,
And
nice.
also this will get you corruption because this person is defenseless.
Oh, excellent. Even better then. Oh, I mean, oh no, that's terrible. Would it technically be blinded as well? So, well, it's knocked out, so it can't parry anyway, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's out.
Oh no, where did I just put my dice? What do I do with them? Okay, so it's plus 20%, so 62 to succeed with my stiletto. Yep, 32.
I just read up in the
Uh-huh.
Zweihander. It says helpless, cannot use any reactions whatsoever, and may be slain with a successful attack.
Oh,
So whether that means it's automatically slain, I don't know, but that's what it says.
I would say, because we do buy the rules, but we also like to get a bit narrative in here. I think Arthur going up to an unconscious ratman and just slitting its throat and killing it is, that's. So,
Awesome.
Arthur, you are coated in not only rat shit, dirt, sewage, dressed like a fatberg. As you slit this rat's throat, you are coated in a shower of like dark red sticky blood that smells of like trash and just bad.
Ugh, right. And I'll like tap Scythian's like armor chest with the edge of my
Uh-huh.
stiletto. All right, armor boy, keep up. And then I'm off to the next one. Or do I bank my last? I think I'll bank my last AP to keep for a parry.
Okay. All right. So we have like the miniature version of carry, but if it happened in a fucking landfill right in front of Scythian. Okay, so that was Arthur's turn, which will bring us to the rat guy at the back. And he is going to grab for his flamethrower, which is what it is. Well, it's not technically flames. And he's going to pick it up, and he's just going to use all his AP and just blast directly in front of him. So that's going to be Scythian, Arthur, Skarut, and the rats in front of him as he just unleashes in this tunnel.
Wait, he went to go pick it up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he moved
Sorry.
to pick it up. Like, he's used all his AP to do this in his turn.
Got it.
So this is a ranged attack, which I will need to roll. Just 63. Oh, yes, just about did it. Okay. So
supposed
let
to be
me
impartial.
I know, right? She wants to kill the party third episode in.
I mean,
I
I'm
never-
not included in this, so.
I never claimed I was impartial. just wanna say that one out. Let me find all the weapon qualities because this has a lot.
What I want to know is how is he aiming this thing when I've just like rubbed dust in his eyes? This is outrageous. He's blind.
He's like, it's a flamethrower. You don't need to aim a flamethrower. You just put it in front of you and blast. Okay. So it has gunpowder, Weapons of this quality can be loaded and fired while standing in engagement. Finally, they explode on a face 1 or 6, so that's good to know. It has fiery. After the foe is struck with a weapon of this quality, yes.
Can we use a token to do another person's face? Like, we could say, I want to use a token to do a one.
You can't, unfortunately. So, if you are hit by this, which I will give you all a chance to dodge in a second if you have the AP to spare, you will be set on fire if you fail a coordination test. And it has repeating, fired up 3 times at having to spend, shrapnel, it affects multiple targets, volatile, if you critically fail an attack, which I have not, it could explode and kill him, and weak, cannot inflict moderate or serious injuries. Okay, let's have a look. So I need to roll my d6 fury die for damage. That was a 3, you lucky bastards, which is 7 damage. But I need you all to roll me, if you can, a dodge test if you have the AP to spare.
I do.
That doesn't include me, right?
No, not
I've
you.
never moved.
No,
Susie,
it's not close enough to you.
What are your rules regarding using crits? Can we use a crit after we roll, or are we gonna have to do it before? I'm using a crit. 100% using a crit.
I'm using a crit.
Okay, so you both use a crit to dodge this.
Can we declare that Skarut also uses a crit just because he's not here?
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
Let's see how the rat boys do. Oh, that's a critical fail.
Yeah.
And a fail.
Thanks, chat, for the crits.
Yeah, thank you so much.
2 of them critically failed. They all failed. Yeah. So in front of you, Scythian and Arthur, as you see this flamethrower wind up, it is the same strange blue flame that had set the cathedral district on fire, or it feels like it's not hot in here, it's icy, bitterly cold as this blast of blue flame comes down the corridor. You manage to duck out of the way, but the 3 rats had their back to the flamethrower guy, and they don't see it coming, and you hear them scream as they are consumed with fire. They are still standing, however. So that is that guy's turn. Which will bring us to Skarut, who's at the top of the round. I'm going to bank his turn for when Gabe comes back.
I was going to say, he put something in chat.
Did he?
I just posted in the... Yeah, I just posted it in the green room.
Skarut is going to attack the rat in front again and then hold AP to parry if need be. Okay. I do need him to roll the attacks, though. This thing, we need the attacks. I don't know what Gabe's things are.
That's fair.
His stats. Thank you for those bit shakes. Nice. We will come back to Skarut. We know what he's doing. It was rat 2 that got... rat 1 that got shanked by Scythian. So rat 1 is dead. Not Scythian, by Arthur. Okay, it is rat 2's turn, and rat 2 is on fire. Rat 2 is not happy, and he is going to... with no sense of self-preservation, is going to... Oh, okay. He's going to attempt to take down Scythian. And kind of like plop on him on fire. So it's going to make a coordination test. And fail the coordination test. So Scythian, this rat comes at you on fire with its eyes wide. It's screaming like, "Ah!" as it launches at you and attempts to sort of bear hug you, but misses. You easily sort of parry it away. And it's going to then just try and hit you with its tail in a melee attack. Okay. Which is a success. So if you used an AP to dodge the fire, right?
You're right, I did. I've got no AP left.
Nope. So it's gonna whip you with the tail. So it doesn't do damage, but it has the entangling quality, which means you need to make a you must make me an athletics test.
Athletics. Okay. Normally I'm pretty good at this. Ooh, 49, which is a success. My athletics is 56.
Yeah, and answer to your question, Jay, you don't get your AP back until it's back to your 10.
Yeah.
That's when it refreshes.
Cool.
So a 46, which is a success for you. Okay, you feel this rat tail attempt to wrap itself around your neck in a chokehold, but it's just not strong enough. You manage to wrench it away and push the rat back. Okay, so that was Rat 2's turn. He's going to bank that AP, which will bring us to Herta.
All right, we're gonna do the same thing as before. Not gonna use a crit though, but I am going to launch another magic missile at flamethrowing douche canoe.
I will say I'm going to invoke your critical fail on this.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, there's nothing in my hands really except for like my staff, so I guess that'll drop out of reach, and I'll do 1d10 plus my wisdom to myself. My WB. Ooh, is that a 7? That's a 7. So that's a big old 12 to me, which yeah, that hurt.
So what is your peril threshold? Oh, is it damage?
8. Oh, this is damage. My damage is also 8. No, 6.
Okay.
Sorry, I can math.
So it bumps you down 1 to lightly wounded.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Yay.
Let me just double check about a chaos die on a failed spell. I don't know if that was just for the big scary ones or if that applies to all of them.
Don't know.
Chaos dice, either 24 or 292. Let me just quickly look this up. And as a general reminder, friends, hit the RT, get those tweets going, tell your friends, tell your family. Get them in watching as I murder some fools in the sewer. All right. Chaos die.
I think it's only for a spell.
It's for specific spells, right?
And it's only on a crit failure.
Oh, a crit fail. That's it. Well, it did invoke
sorry,
a
not
crit
on a crit
fail.
It is a
failure.
crit fail.
It's not a chaos dice. You just suffer whatever the crit fail is. I don't think there's a chaos dice as well as the crit fail status.
Yeah. Yeah, you good, I think.
Also, I have information for Skarut if you would like me to roll the things.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Because that would be her turn. She would just be like, I hurt myself, this sucks. So, his combat, it looks like it's 43%. So, rolling to stab, I believe it was.
Yep.
Ooh, 29.
29. Okay, and that's on flamethrower guy who did use all his AP to blast some fire. So, roll that damage.
Beautiful. And I think it's like, what, 2d6 he kept saying?
No, it's 1d6 right now.
Oh, is it 1d6? All right, so that's 5 plus, what was it, 4, I think he kept saying?
For CB.
It's combat, right? CB? Yeah, so that is 9.
Okay. All right. All right. That will move him down. So, roll... no, I need to... No. Yes, I roll 3d6 because his thing is vicious, which adds an extra d6. See if there's a wound.
Yes.
There is no wound. But the attack lands nonetheless. Okie dokie. Right. So that was Skarut. We've just done Herta, who hurt herself. We're up to Rat 3, who has done one, so he's out of initiative. Rat 3 has just legged it. He's used all his AP to just run away. Rat 4 is on fire, coughing up his lungs from tomb rot, and is not having a great time. But he's going to move up next to Rat 2, and he's just going to attempt to take out Scythian, as Scythian's kind of like the blocking force holding, he's the wall where everybody's behind. Oh no, Rat 4's the sling guy. It's just this small... Yeah, he's not going to do that. He's not going to walk up to Scythian and hit him. He's just going to be there with his sling. And he's going to attempt to hit... I think Heta, because he keeps seeing this fucking magic coming out of her, and he's like, ah! So let's see. That is a 33, which is a critical success, which means that even if you had the AP to dodge it, it would still hit, as crits do that. So he is going to do... That was a 6.
That is my damage threshold.
No, that was a 6 on the die, so it explodes.
Oh! Excellent.
6, 2 plus 4. That's 12.
Yeah. That's...
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to knock you down on the damage tracker to moderately wounded.
Yay.
So I need you to roll me 1d6, please.
Oh boy, I'm so excited, you guys. Ooh, that's a 1.
Okay, you are all right. If it was a 6, you would take a wound. But nonetheless, you feel this bullet just crack you in the cheek, and it's like, fuck! On top of blasting yourself with your own magic missile, you just get... It's like that bit in the Witcher TV show where Geralt just gets, and it sucks. Okay. And Rat 4 is going to be like, because he's also on fire. And he's gonna...
It's that weird scream left.
I'm winning! So that was the one attack. And then he's gonna...
Oh, look, my bodyguard's back.
Is back up.
Welcome back, Gabe.
You told
my
me
son
that you'd look after me and keep me safe, and you just fucked off. All right, I've been slinging shit down this cave for the last 20 minutes. Get in the
But you
fight.
are alive. You are alive.
I am, no thanks to you. Look
That's
what I
good
did,
you're
though.
capable.
Look what I did. And I point at the dead rat on the floor. That was me. You proud?
Is that my son?
No, it's not your son.
No.
Your son has escaped.
I'm very proud of you, actually.
Thank you very much. I'll make a coat
Okay.
out of him.
Okay.
gonna run off
just
down
bear
the
with me.
cave.
You make a coat out of him.
Hey, rat fur is very warming. It's very got good retention properties. It's cool. It's like a good
Okay.
cotton.
It's gonna use the rest of its AP to try and not be on fire anymore. So it's gonna try and make a coordination test. Oh, Gabe, you missed, bud.
I'm going for like 10 minutes and someone's on fire.
So you watch as this rat just stop, drops, and rolls. He's just rolling around on the floor, and this fire will not stop. And he's like, "Oh no!"
You're kidding.
as he's rolling around.
This is the wild magic surge from Scream?
No.
Is that what just happened?
No.
Oh, okay.
The flamethrower guy. But I am gonna roll for a wild magic surge because apparently we got one. So let me have a look. So again, 1 to 5, 1 being me, 5 being Gabe. This is who gets it. That is a 2, which means Jay, you get it. If you could, oh wait, grab a die roller online and roll me 1d10,000.
Okay, hold on. See if Google will do it. Oh no, there we go. There we are. Here's one. Let's see how quickly I can Google it. Oh, I did it. Hang on. Roll again. 2 is not a viable answer for a 10,000. What is? Hang on.
A 2.
We'll
I mean
try again.
2.
Popular dice. Oh god. Why is it not easy to find a quick D1000? Why is it not built into Google? Sort it out, Google. All right, role player. No, I don't want to join a dice rolling machine. No.
Charlie can do it for us. She can give you the number because she's got the technology. She has that power.
Oh, there we go. I've just done it. 4,860.
4,860. Okay. People who meet Arthur for the first time are intimidating to him.
Probably.
So your
Fair.
experiences in this tunnel are harrowing, and you are intimidated by people that first meet you for a little while.
Okay. All right. I'll be meek.
Oh, meek little Arthur. Okay, so that was Ratman 4, who is currently rolling around screaming in pain and crying to himself, which will bring us to Scythian, who stood in front of said crying Ratman.
Okay, so we've got crying Ratman in front of me.
Yeah.
What else?
And you
we
have
got
stood up on fire Ratman that just tried to choke you with his tail.
Okay.
And then there's flamethrower Ratman up at the tunnel with Skarut.
Okay, so the one who tried to choke me with his tail was rather rude. So
It was a bit rude.
It was rather rude, wasn't it? So I would like to mark him. This is a bit of a cop-out, so I won't do a knockout because he's on fire. You can't knock someone out who's on fire. So I'm going to do a stunning blow instead.
Okay.
So I have to make an athletics test, and if I succeed, they must roll a toughness. So my athletics will be 56, and I rolled a 44.
Nice, which is a critical success. So as a crit success, you automatically succeed, and the other person doesn't get to resist that. So you stunning blow them.
Okay, so that means they start with 1 less AP until they resist the actual thing. So they're at 2 constantly. And then I'm going to hit the very same one with just a normal melee attack, because I haven't hit anyone yet, and I would really like to. And so, not hitting continues. With
There
a
are
61.
3 tokens remaining and 1 hour left of the game.
59.
Do it. You deserve this.
All right.
Come on,
all right.
Tom. You
All
also
right,
do
I'll
have 2 crit
reroll.
successes, so just saying.
Yeah, I know, but... Oh, there we go. 27. That's much better. So
Smashed
I
it.
rerolled, Charlie. Okay, so 27. Now, you're going to have to tell me how to do this damage thing.
Okay,
if he
so
doesn't
you...
parry.
He can't. He's got no AP. You
Yes. Yeah.
stunned him. So, you roll 1d6 fury die,
Okay.
and on 6s that explodes and keeps exploding. You can use a token to set that to a 6 if you wish to.
No, that's all right. So I rolled a 1, naturally.
Naturally.
So what do I add? So I rolled a 1.
So that it's plus your CB.
My CB is 6.
So that's 7 damage total.
Okay. And it's vicious.
And it's
Because I'm
vicious.
using a
so
mortuary sword.
vicious means that when it comes to rolling for a wound, I roll an extra d6 to see if they are wounded.
Got you. Okay. Okay, so
this
so
is-
I
Yep,
so
go ahead.
just so I understand, right? So a mortuary sword does 6 damage, so I roll a 1d6, right?
Yeah.
So
you will always roll a you will always roll a d6 fury die on your melee attacks unless it says not to. Like a whip, for example, doesn't do damage, but it has entangle instead. So you always roll your d6 fury die. Some weapons give you more d6 for your fury die, but a mortuary sword is just 1d6. And then you add your CB to it for your final damage total.
So that's 7 altogether.
7. Okay, which is enough to move him down a damage threshold.
Wow.
So I will need to roll 2d6 now, as your weapon is vicious, to see if he gets a wound. So if there's a 6 on any of these die, he takes a wound. They were both 1s, so no wound, but closer to death.
Yeah. I helped.
You were there.
I was there.
Okay.
And I'm banking my last AP for a parry.
Okie dokie. So, Arthur, you are up next. Oh, Tom?
I had to flip the melee result.
Oh,
It was
that's right.
27. It was 72. I would have missed.
Okay.
All right, so
Never mind then.
ignore that at damage thing. Ignore it.
Rewind the tape. Take it
Yeah.
back. Okay. All right, Arthur, you're up.
Okay. So we got 2 on fire and a flamethrower man.
Yes.
Okay. And they're all still bullying Scythian, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I think Arthur's going to do another round of blinding to try and keep them all parry free since 93. So what am I doing? Guile test, 42, 52 for another round of blinding. Pick up the right dice. Got too many dice out here now. That's a D20. Don't want that one. There we go. That is a... Oh, God. Which way up is it? Okay. Oh, it's a 52. What was I after? Exactly that. But I'll flip it anyway to make it a 25.
Which is a
I mean,
crit.
it's a crit success either way.
And they are all blinded.
Blind little rats. Okay. Now I will fire my pistol at whichever one is nearest Scythian that looks most useful still.
Mm-hmm. That will be the one that tried to choke him, which is now currently like, ugh, his head's ringing because Scythian just clattered it.
All right, I will attempt to hit it with my flintlock pistol, which will be 42. Actually, do you know what? No, I'm gonna crit success that.
Get it.
Let's do it. I'm crit successing that flintlock pistol shot.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a D6 plus my combat for damage. I realized earlier as well, because I'm really good at reading what my weapons actually have, is this one has gunpowder, so that can't be dodged or parried anyway.
Oh, shit. I mean, yeah, it's a gun, right? Fucking, you can't dodge a gun.
And then it doesn't
not
say
what
what
Neo
damage
says.
it does. Yeah. Have you seen The Matrix? Finally, they explode on a 1 or a 6, but I don't know if that's bad for me or the other person.
No, that's bad for the other person.
Okay, so yeah, on a
You got
if
twice
1
as
or a
likely
6.
to do more damage. All right, let's go.
Definitely. 1 or a 6. So my CB plus. Oh, CB plus 5, so it's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so it does go down to that next level. It's now moderately
sorry.
wounded.
It's 8 damage.
8.
I
That's
thought
good.
my
Still
CD
enough.
was 1 higher.
And let's see. That is a 6. It takes a wound. Roll me
Yay!
D100, Jay.
Ooh, 97.
97. Roll me D100 again. This becomes a serious injury.
Oh god. 61.
61. Oh! Okay, so you shoot this thing, and you see the bullet, almost like a sniperly X-ray, graze this thing's skull and fractures its skull. So until recuperated, it must flip the results to fail all skill tests.
Yay. Do I bank that AP? No. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna bank it. I'm gonna be too checky.
Okay.
I'm gonna bank it.
You bank it, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to be a coward. It's fine. So it is now the
Dude, I'm not good with peer pressure.
It is now the that guy's turn, and he is going to just blast down the corridor again. So this will be Skarut, this will be Arthur, this will be Scythian that are being targeted. Oh shit! It has a trait called Blam Blam, where it may spend all 3 AP to attack twice with 2 ranged weapons.
Yay.
So let's do this, shall we? So first attack. Where's my other? There it is. Is a 64, which is 1 under what I needed. So if you have the AP and you want to try and dodge this, Oh wait, it has the
Crit.
gunpowder thing. Hang on. Can this be dodged? Let me double check.
It's got a gunpowder. Literally said. Furthermore,
Yeah,
these
cannot be
weapons
dodged or
cannot be
parried. Yeah, sorry. This is why it helps to read what your weapons do, fam. So I'm just seeing what's happening in green room chat. So the first one is gonna be, let's have a look. That's a 6. That's a 3 plus 8. So that's 17 damage to Arthur, Skarut, and Scythian as this corridor just fills with this horrible blue light.
Not to make things worse, and I might maybe you've just done it, but because one of them was a 6, that means it explodes as well.
Oh
It's
yeah,
got
I know that was the
gunpowder?
that
Okay,
was
cool.
the explosion. It's factored in.
That was 17.
Yep. So that also means that because it has the fiery quality and it hit you all, you need to make me coordination tests or be set on fire.
Wow.
Some of you still have crit successes. Just saying.
Yeah.
I completely
I
forgot
think
that.
Tom's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
use
crit
one.
success and yeah.
Crit success? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god. I succeeded. 15.
That's a
15?
24.
Is that a success?
Yes.
Okay, so you all hit the ground. You feel yourself get burnt by this cold fire, but you don't get actually set on fire. The 2 rats that were in this corridor now, Rat 4 with his sling, who's rolling, stop, drop, and rolled, is just ash. And Rat 2, you'd watch Scythian as you duck out of the way. Rat 2 doesn't. And his flesh is just melted from his body. And Herta, you like look into its eyes as its flesh melts all around it. And like comically, the skeleton just goes, "Ah!" and drops to the ground.
I will say, because it did so much damage, I'm assuming we go down again.
If it took you past a level.
I'm now grievously wounded. I'm essentially fucked.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Because
need
I
to
was
now...
already moderately wounded, and 17 takes me. It goes 8, 14, 20, 26. So that's 2 down. I'm grievously wounded.
Okay, you need to roll me 3d6. And if there's a 6 on any of them, you take a wound.
Okay.
While Tom's rolling that, can I just
There
check
is
on
no
the damage?
six.
Okay.
On the damage threshold, we've
Yep.
got our first
Yep.
number and then the 3 boxes.
Yep.
Is that levels 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it just the 3 boxes? If
So
that makes any sense.
from my understanding, it's like if you pass the first threshold, it knocks you down 1 level. If you pass the second threshold, it knocks you down 2. If you pass the third, it knocks you down 3. So if it's enough to just take you past the first threshold, you go down 1 step.
Wait.
If it takes you past the second threshold, it takes you down 2 steps.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's what
At
I'm
a
trying to
time.
figure out is
Then.
So wait. So the number in the big box, is that
Yeah.
at the threshold?
That's your first threshold, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
so we've got 4 thresholds available to pass
Yeah.
through in theory.
And I think if
Okay,
it takes you past the
number
last one, you're like fucking dead in 1 hit. I think.
I'm
Arthur is
seriously
now-
wounded then.
Seriously wounded, yeah.
Okay, so 2d6 from both Arthur and Herta. If there's a 6 on any of them, you are injured.
4 and 1.
4. 4 and 3. Whew.
Okay, not wounded. Okay, but you are not looking good. And remember that Scythian and Skarut have Tomb Rot, so you cannot be immediately healed up. You've got to recuperate and be seen to by a healer to get health back, as it were. Okay, that is that guy's turn, which will bring us back to the top of the round with Skarut.
All right. So, and I am next to him still, right?
Yeah, you're right next to this guy.
I'm going to try to disarm.
All right. That's a smart move.
That's almost
Right.
what I tried to do when you goaded me into using my last AP, which I may well have done
Hey.
because I couldn't dodge the flamer anyway. God damn it.
So that's coordination.
Always
Imagine
allow
if you
yourself
had-
to be goaded, Jay.
That's a 36. The coordination is a 44.
Okay, so a disarm requires, let me see for him. I have scrolled right past it. He must make a coordination or be disarmed. Okay, let's have a look. Nope.
Okay, with that.
So how do you disarm him? He's holding like a two-handed flamethrower thing.
I'm gonna try to like knock it down with my elbow because I'm gonna bring the other hand over for a stiletto stab.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make it a called shot and use my other 2 AP to make it go directly into like one of the arms that would be in the way as I'm coming down.
Nice.
All right, fingers crossed. So that's a 2. That's a 32. My combat is a 43.
32. That is a success. So roll me that damage.
All right.
And as a cold shot just means you can't dodge, parry it, or anything like that.
Yep.
So.
All right. So that's 6 and a 5, 6, 5, 4. Math is dumb. 16?
What is it? 6,
Yes.
5, and a 4?
5. Yeah.
So 15.
15.
Yes, 15. Yes, 15. 15 damage then.
Hey, Gabe. That was
Yes.
enough to knock him down 2 death thresholds, which leads into slain. So how are you killing this guy?
Oh my god,
So
this guy's
I'm
gonna be
gonna-
totally on fire.
Which is ironic. I'm going to knock the flamethrower out of the way, stab into the arm, and then as he like reels forward, I'm gonna pull it out, spin it, and then up into the neck.
Oh, okay. This looks sick as shit. You stab him in the arm, flip the blade up into its throat, and you see through that shattered lens in its eye, it kind of looks at you, and you hear it say through the gas mask in a muffled voice, "I go to the brood mother," as it dies, and its body just erupts into flame as it drops to the ground.
Who's next?
All of the rats in this tunnel are currently dead. You stand amidst their corpses.
That's delightful.
I collapse.
I pick up the flamethrower. This is neat.
I'm
You
done.
do so, it is attached to the guy. There's a pipe that runs to a tank on its back.
I
It's
just pick
kind of big.
I just pick it all up. I just pick the whole person up. It's heavy, but I'm okay with. I drag it. I'm not gonna care about it that much.
Wait,
So how
what
is
are we
everybody
picking up?
doing? No, this isn't my son. This is my new what's that thing called? Matt. Doormat.
Right.
If you
That-
if you take that weapon,
Wait, never mind. I don't pick him up because he's on fire and there's a flamethrower. I get away fast as hell.
Yeah. That's why I was like, what?
That's a horrible idea because if he explodes and I'm holding him, no thank you.
No. So, going to run up and try to drag Scythian away from the bullshit that is that
Mhm.
entire room, tunnel, whatever.
Okay, if you are trying to drag Scythian away and he's just flopped on the ground in a big heavy boy mess, I would like you to make me an athletics test, please.
Oh boy, I have a decent number in it, sort of.
Arthur will help as well.
I'm gonna use a reroll because that was a 53 and I need a 42.
Okay. And you can hear
Ooh,
the
18.
psst of like gas in the tank starting to lose, like escape. The valve just sort of pings off.
Yeah, that was 18
That was
to haul
18.
his ass away.
Okay, so you huck your arms under his shoulders and pull him back as fast as you can. As you see this little corpse up ahead, suddenly you just go as the tank catches.
Scrooge laughs like that in character. that has never happened before.
Arthur,
Maybe
like, has
I'm a
summary.
demon.
I mean, you fight
No.
like one.
It was very impressive. I mean, you know, I did all right myself. I'm just, you know, let's not just cause. All right.
I'm not acknowledging how fucking terrifying you are.
Yeah,
To
Arthur,
Arthur.
that was well done.
No, I'm a, you know, nice chap, but, you know, don't start. All right. And I'll pick like the last of the goop that's in my eye and like flick it on the wall, trying to look incredibly tough.
I point to
But then
Cypher.
I'll-
Is he dead?
No, but he is very
Oh, good.
warm.
Good. That
Like-
you mean he alive?
Yes?
Oi, armor
Susie.
boy! I'll like knock on his chest plate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, Gabe.
He-
Would
Oh,
I know
sorry,
if
Tom.
anti-venom would cure this?
Let's have a look. Roll me a heal test. Not as if you're actually using it, but just knowledge of healing.
12.
12. Okay, so you've kicked around with folks from all walks of life. You've heard of tomb rot before. This is not something that anti-venom would cure. This requires like going to a healer that will have things like wolfsbane and special medication for it. There is medication.
Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead, Tom. Sorry. There you go.
Yeah, Siphon will kind of he's breathing heavily. He's conscious, but he's kind of just like focusing himself. He's in absolute agony. There's blood pouring from almost every orifice possible. And he'll struggle to his feet, coughing because he's got he's sucking on his finger because it's slightly broken. And he'll look down the tunnel. Is it still passable?
It is still passable.
Okay. He will start heading down the tunnel.
No. You are no good to this Alex if you are like steps from death.
He
No, I like it.
continues
Can do
to walk.
attitude.
He continues to walk.
I lean over to Arthur. He gets very close to dying a lot.
Yeah, he did. But you noticed how shiny his armor is?
Let's go.
All right.
Am I the only one with sense?
Look, we are morally bound to help this man. All right, that's why we came into these caverns, sewers.
Yes.
You know what? You all can
Morally
stay in
bound.
front then.
I link arms with Herta, and it's like a kind of creepy smile. Come! Hey, show us the stars.
She's trying to like wriggle out like that awkward like
What?
please let go. Please, no. Bad touch.
And I just keep going.
Okay.
Although I do take one of the rat's tails.
Okay. So you take a
Yeah.
couple of moments to like just saw one off with your knife.
Mhm.
You
And,
you have a rat tail.
Arthur will want to just have like a glancing look over. I'm assuming like maybe wearing some like scruffy rags or whatever, just to see if there's anything sort of shiny on any of them, any jewelry or something worth looking at.
You see on these guys, the ones that aren't currently engulfed in flame, you see that they're wearing really just ramshackle shit. Their hands and feet are like bound in bandages, but they're oddly like their hands look oddly human for rats. And like rats have pretty humany hands, but these like on a bigger scale. You see like a couple of them are wearing like jewelry, but it's like made of bone, and like coins, but like copper coins that seem to have come from the city. They've got the stamp of Heartholm on them and the face of the queen on the other side. But it's nothing super valuable.
Okay, so I think he'll peer down, give him a look over. He's not interested in copper coins. Can't do anything with them. Can't fence them. Anyways,
You're right, Gabe.
Oh yeah. As soon as you said bone necklaces and coins, Skadoot was interested.
yeah. I think Arthur will just look up and be like, these look a little. What's the word? Now I appreciate they're anthropomorphized ratmen, but aside from that, it's a bit unusual to anyone. Bone necklaces, flamethrowers, coin neck.
we can, I just start taking things and putting them in my pack. We can check with other people later if there's anything that they know about it.
That's a good idea. And I'll cut one of the bone necklaces off and stick it in my pocket.
Is bone augury a thing in Zweihander?
It is now.
Can I treat one of the necklaces almost like a circlet on my head?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Geez.
Yes.
You get more and more unsettling every day.
There. Keep walking with her.
All right, Scythian, you are up ahead. Are you doing anything in particular, or are you just walking straight ahead?
I am walking straight ahead, staggering more like.
All right.
I wonder
so
if
as you
trip him, he'll just conk out.
You'll have to catch up to him, because while you lot were dicking around with the dead bodies, he's just walking. So, Scythian, as you keep walking, I would like you to roll me an awareness test.
Alrighty.
Isn't it also like pitch black down here?
Nope.
Oh yeah, did you bring your torch with you still? Have you still got it?
Nope. I'm walking
That's
in
right.
darkness, which is why
Yeah.
I probably critically failed. 77.
So as you're walking, you don't see the little root that's like stuck up in the ground, and you just poof,
Okay.
trip up and eat shit.
I stay down for a bit just to regain my strength, and then once I've done
didn't
that,
have to do it.
just get back up and continue walking.
I'd say by this point, that's probably slowed you down enough that the others can catch up with you.
Is he dead now? Are you dead?
He just keeps walking.
Oh, nope.
All right. So, Skarut,
Yes.
will you help me turn this imbecile around?
Like picking him up and turning him because he's very heavy.
No, but I mean, like maybe just like taking one arm, I take the other, and then we just turn him, following behind him. I'm assuming saying this.
Do you think
Because
that would
Arthur
work
has
on me?
It might.
Let's look at it this way. No. If it wouldn't work on me, it probably will not work on him either. So here, instead, we go with him, find that rat that I am trying to... Irrelevant. But find the other one, speak to them, because they can probably help us find Alex. See? That's why I was making friends. And we didn't kill that one, but we killed the other gross one, and I have the tails, and I can prove that, and I have the necklace on my head. See, I'm what's your word? Assimilating. Huh?
Because she's so wounded. You know what? Fuck it.
Ah, yes! Yes! Put my hand on his shoulder. It took a while, but you know what? I think I like you too.
Why does that make me even more unsettled?
Because it means that you're probably going to be stuck with me. Or we're going to die. Either way. I love this place. I love being back down here. And I'm like tossing the stiletto and playing. Skarut is definitely in his element at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think up at the front, like Arthur would have just trotted up a little bit to catch up with Scythian. Like I'm trying, like I can hear Haerter and Scroot chatting behind us. I'm like wading because I'm guessing it's still waterlogged as well.
It is. It's starting to like dry out though as you're going in, so it's not
Okay.
too bad.
So I'll be trying to keep up with Scythian, doing long leg strides. Now, between me and you, all right, you don't come down here, fight ratmen, get basically killed, and decide to keep going for just a mate. Alex is someone important to you, isn't she? And I'll just look up at him.
He'll just look dead straight and just carry on.
I like it. Man of few words and a singular purpose. You do realise it's a lot easier for us to come on board with this whole mental adventure if we know what we're putting on the line for?
I made a promise.
Well, promise is a sign of a good man. Are you a good man, Scythian?
That remains to be seen.
I can stand a little bit of mystery. I'm assuming Alex is part of the promise.
I promised her wife that I'd return her one way or another. And I'm gonna do it.
I can appreciate that. You're a good man, Scythian. I'll follow you. And for once, he stops talking and just carries on walking next to Scythian. Now I've got my thoughts, so we can see a little bit.
Okay, so as you continue to walk down these tunnels, it's strange. They start to widen almost, start to get bigger, and you can see little offshoots that lead other places. And you are very aware that you're going further and further down, and it feels colder as you do so. It becomes much drier. There's no more water in here. It becomes just solid packed earth as you're going. And there gets to a point where you all, I think you don't even need to roll checks for these. You start to hear this sort of low hum in the air, like a mechanical sort of buzz. And you start to see like the passage is now lit by something else. You can even see well enough without the torch as you kind of put it behind you, Arthur, just to check what the light is like. It starts to become quite well lit down here, but you can't really divine a light source. And as you keep walking, it starts to open up again, and you see that you are now on sort of like a underground cliff, and you look out into this huge cavern, and before you can only be described as an underground city. You see like shack housing built atop one atop each other in these sort of constructions that should not be standing. They're so badly built that they all seem to be like on a tilt. It looks like a sneeze bring this whole place down, but this is a huge built up city, and you can see that it is teeming with life below you.
What kind of life?
Sorry, go on.
Roll me an awareness test, and anybody who wants to scope this out a bit further, roll me awareness tests.
65. I see nothing.
Arthur's gonna look. 41.
I got a 55, which is a crit fail.
Okay.
Hey, Herta. So did I.
Oh my god, same number?
Yeah.
It's because you're too busy to like try and convince me that this is like a good thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And what did Arthur get?
You got a 57,
Does Arthur
which
see
is a
anything?
fail. It's a fail.
You're all blind as fuck.
Oh.
Okay, so you're stood here on this cliff, and you can see this sort of city that's lit by a strange sort of blue glow. And you're trying to look to see who might live in this city, but you can't make out. You just see figures moving around.
Can I try and listen
Yeah.
to see if I can hear anything? Because I've got an eavesdrop skill, at least.
Okay. So what does the eavesdrop skill entail? What type of
Sorry,
check does it apply to?
eavesdrop skill. I've got a rank in eavesdrop, which will
Okay.
give me a better chance of
All right,
hearing.
let's
rather
have an
than
eavesdrop test then.
seeing. 51 for eavesdrop. 93.
Well, friends, there's 2 tokens left, and we're in the final 30 minutes.
Go for it.
Go on then, let's see if I can hear anything. Oh, I can. 24. So that's a success.
24. Okay, so as you squint and you look into the darkness, you can't quite see them, but you can hear hundreds and hundreds of ratty voices talking.
Right. I'll be honest. That's new. And I'll just point at the city. And it sounds like the cave times 100. I'll just look at them all.
No.
Yeah. Ratty men.
Do we still have... It was a blood trail we were following, right?
Yes.
Is the blood trail still there? Going down?
Well, you all failed your awareness test, so...
And it's like... It's kind of like a slum, right? There's lots of narrow things.
Yeah, not so narrow little passages. There's some like wider sort of streets, as it were. But for as far as you can tell, this is like the city above, but shitter and underground.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Quick question. I have something called a red cap mushrooms. Are they like hallucinating?
I believe that red cap mushrooms are hallucinogens.
So kind of painkillers, in a sense.
Can
they help?
It might be a
with
little
pain?
stretch, but we can have a
Well,
look.
like to help with the pain. Friggin' no! I'm just grabbing at anything now.
I'm just
makes
gonna
me
look
see
this
God.
up because this will be very good otherwise.
This makes me see God. Does it make me stronger?
I
You
mean,
think you're stronger?
Red cap mushroom is a hallucinogenic mushroom highly sought after by orcs, marauders, and sportsmen alike. Ingesting these fungi can arouse frenzy, rendering pain impotent as the imbiber becomes mad as a hatter.
So I don't feel pain?
No, you wouldn't. And if you do take this mushroom, you will get +1 to your damage threshold for 3 hours.
Ooh. Okay.
You're already half mad. Might as well.
He is going to kneel and pray. And while he's praying, he is going to be kind of like holding the mushroom in his hand. And he's going to pray and ask for any sign to continue. Anything.
Okay.
That she's
Gabe, you
down
have
there.
a question.
As soon as he starts praying and asking for a sign to continue, I'm gonna look at Herta and go like, and then I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Okay, so Siphon, are you taking one of these mushrooms at the same time?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so as you pray and you're looking for a sign, you close your eyes for a moment to consider. Skarut, you're rolling to knock him out.
Yes, I am.
All right, so let's have a look. I believe it's gonna be a
I've got to
attack
be-
because
Yeah, because
you've got to be defenseless or
Oh, I'm
surprised.
surprised. I am surprised.
That would be a
yeah.
surprise.
No,
So
it
make an
affects the spirit
athletics
within.
test.
Okay.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I need a 53.
have
That's
a
a
crit
76. I'm gonna use the last reroll.
Okay.
I'm going for it. That is a 20.
A 20. Okay, so you succeed on the athletics test. So you just poof, smash him on the back of his head. I need you to roll me 2d10.
Okay. It's a 9.
I mean, as long as you don't outright kill him.
This can
And a
outright kill
5.
me. This can kill me. I'm just
well-
telling you now, it can kill me.
9
Okay,
and
so
5.
9 and 5 is 14. What is your BB?
Sorry.
No, Skarut's
Yeah.
BB.
Oh. It's 3.
3. So that is 17. That's 17 peril, Tom.
Peril. Okay. All right.
Okay. And your BB was what again? Sorry, Gabe.
It was 3.
3. So you are knocked out for 3 turns. So if a turn is about 6 seconds, you're knocked out for about 20 seconds if we round up.
Okay.
So, Scythian gets down on his knees, Arthur, and you're stood next to him. He suddenly becomes your height for a second before Skarut's elbow just cracks him in the back of the skull, and he just face plants into the dirt.
Hands behind his back, and I tie it up with the rat's tail.
Huh. Okay.
Gross. Useful, but gross.
Gross. Make me a test to see how well you have tied this. Let's have a look. Let's do coordination.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's a 32, and my agility is a 44.
Okay, so yeah, you get a skullduggery would be a good test for that, which is agility. So
I'm really good with that. That'd be a 64.
It's the same.
oh, it's a success either way. And you do a good you do like a good solid knot on his hands. Arthur, what would you like to do as this is happening?
I think he'll probably just turn to he'll probably just sigh, turn to Skarut and go, now look, I know we didn't get to have the talk about de-escalation, but we should also have another talk about using our words rather than our elbows. And he's just going to play it off like this was part of the plan all along. I'm not surprised at all. Well, now what we're going to do with him?
Did you not hear me try to convince him to go otherwise?
What, we just carry him back through the caves, do we?
Yes!
Well,
He's a
in
big
retrospect, but he is a member of the guard, and it would be easier for him to convince people to come down than for us. And
Yes.
I pick him up. Not
Okay.
happily.
And what about
but
his promise?
his promise to
We
get her
just-
back?
Yeah,
Well, if he's dead, he can't do that.
Thank you!
true. How long do you think she's got down there with these ratmen?
She's probably dead.
I'm,
But him being dead
I'm
does not
assuming
change
I've
it.
woken up by now.
So as Skarut sort of hoists you onto his shoulder, Scythian, you sort of come back around.
Oh, what? Hey, what the hell's going on?
Survival.
Quiet.
And if I notice my hands a thing, I'm going to try and break them.
Okay, so that will be an athletics test.
I crit.
Oh, you use your crit? Okay. So, Skarut, as you've got Scythian over your shoulder, you can see his hands that are tied with this rat's tail, but you feel his body tense and flex before he rips out of the bonds that you have put him into.
Damn it,
And I'm
Tom.
Push away from him.
Do I have to hit you again?
And I draw my sword.
Alright,
And
can I at
kind of-
least heal you before you go into the fray? Or try to? Or do you have to have, like, actually specific skills in that to heal?
You actually have to have the heal
Ah,
ability
dang
to heal.
Here's the problem, Scythian. You want to rescue this person, and you are the one who looks like they're going to fall over fast. If there are hundreds of them, and you go in there, you know what you're not going to do? Keep your promise. You're going to make her lose someone else. Are you going to bear that responsibility? You can't if you're dead.
Are you going to do the same thing to your wife? That, you know, your wife, that's going to happen to Alex's wife?
You're a
'Cause
member
that's
of
where-
the guard. Get the guard.
I'm not a member of the guard.
Then what are you? A
I was a
widowmaker?
mem-
Sorry.
And he's going to. Oh, let me think now. It's just so. He's just going to just stare. He's not going to turn his back, but he's just going to stare at the city and just look out for a bit.
Now we know what it is.
While I think.
We know where it is, and we know what's here. But we are less. We are a hand's worth of people, and if 5 of them did that to us, if we charge in there, and you look like you're ready to fall over and die when you trip again. I make brash decisions. I sneak into places. I kill, and I'm good at it. And I'm not going in there now.
He'll pause and turn, and then he'll sheath his sword. One day, and I'm going back down.
If you can move after a day, deal.
Into the tunnel.
Okay. So, as you turn and walk into the tunnel, Scythian,
by the way.
you are stopped by one of the ratmen.
Oh, I
They are
charge that motherfucker.
They are unarmed, and as you charge at them, they put their hands up. And you see they've got like
still
3 fingers.
I'm going to try to grab his hands.
I charge and hold him up. I'm just going to hold him up against the wall.
And he's by his throat. It goes,
Fleshy, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt you, Fleshy. I know where your friend is.
And you'll pull him down. Where is she?
She's fucking hell. She's with the brood mother.
Can I do detect lies, scrutinize type thing?
sure. It would be a scrutinize test, yeah.
Yeah, so that is going to be a 53 for me to get this. Oh, please, oh, please. Oh. Nope. Nope, that's a critical fail with an 88.
You can't read this thing's expression. It's a fucking rat guy. It doesn't have human expressions. It's hard for you to tell. But he's shaking.
I can't use that.
And his little hands are up in the air. And you see that instead of the 4 fingers the other rats had, this one has like little stumps instead of little fingers.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Why is she with the brood mother?
Fucked if I know.
I'm just a warren runner.
Where is it? Where's the brood mother?
And he sort of points into this deep into the city.
How long will they keep her alive?
For however long she's useful.
Well, she was always stubborn. You're coming with us. Hey,
Where?
Scroot, you wanted a pet? And I'm gonna toss him to Scroot. You got one.
Screw it,
Hello.
you recognize this as your son.
I feel bad now.
I take off the thing, and I give it to the rat son.
And he looks at you with wide eyes.
For me?
I told you right if you listened. I like your attitude. You get my jokes.
Good. You could be a member of the Fairytale clan.
We'll talk about that.
Do you have somewhere to stay? Where are we going? What are we doing?
We're going to take a quick walk back through the sewers to get this one a little bit of attention for their wounds after the nasty one with the face did
To the-
bad things.
To the top side?
I mean, you can wait in the sewers if you'd like.
Well, I heard tales of the fleshies, and I like it down here.
My name is Skrut. And what is yours?
It's Ronald. The Z's are
Ronald.
silent.
Ronald, we will be back here in a day's time. Meet us around here.
Okay. I'm
I'll bring
okay.
you a snack.
Oh, well, I don't need a snack. And he pulls out something from his sort of makeshift clothing that he has. And it appears to be like almost like a packed lunch that's all neatly wrapped up. And written in a very shaky hand says, "Do not eat" on the top. And he offers it to Scythian.
What is that?
You'll look at it.
It's a well, it was supposed to be a gift from my overseer, but well, I guess that you're my overseers now, and the do not eat was for me, because I get hungry.
Is it like wrapped or something?
Yeah,
Like-
it's wrapped up in like a little neckerchief. Like it's really cutely done.
Okay. Siphon will shrug. Eat it. And just
Okay.
walk off.
I think you should take it
I take it.
for the armor man, though. This is because he's your leader, right?
And that's all I. No.
Ah.
Question: are you able to get to the woman taken by the broodmother?
No.
No. Okay. It's okay.
Wait.
Good.
Can you at least show us where it is? Like, can you show us the building?
Tom, just a clarification there. Did you say for the thing to eat it, the rat to eat it, or the
Yeah, the rat
Scythian
to
was
eat.
gonna eat? Yeah, I
The
thought you
rat
did.
to
Yeah.
eat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so you can.
Well, you see, there's this hierarchy of
Mhm.
of us, and well, I'm not quite anywhere on the hierarchy.
I didn't care where you were on a hierarchy. Do you know the building where she's being kept, and do you know how to get there?
Yeah, it's the big fucking blue one.
And he points, and you can see that there's like a big structure that's quite grand compared to the rest. It's like if somebody had described a palace to someone who's never seen one with no building skills whatsoever, and they've tried to build it. And there's this bright blue light spilling out of it.
Okay. And it's really far in the city that we can
It's
see.
like way deep in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know a route to get there?
Yeah, I could get you there, but you'll have to go through the other ones if you want to get in there. It's not like the broodmother just lets anybody walk up and just sit in her palace while she's pumping out bastards.
Is there any way they would allow fleshies in the city? Any reason?
To eat them, kill them.
What if they came down here to work with the broodmother, to provide her sustenance?
Do you even know what a broodmother is?
I assume it's the mother that gives birth to the rest of you.
Yeah. She doesn't need fleshy food.
What does she need?
Oh.
Hold on. Just answer me this. Are they going to turn her into the brood mother?
No. Oh, God, no. We don't want
Oh,
flesh
good.
contaminated. Skazak.
It's just making sure. Continue.
No. The brood mother, she likes witchstone.
Interesting.
But I have a proposition for you. Because you look like the murder types. Yeah? And this one's covered in Skazak blood. I can smell it.
And he like gestures to Arthur.
Arthur just goes. He's not wrong.
My clan were killed by that brood mother and her clan. The Three Toes. We, well, me and him,
And he points at Skarut.
are the only ones left.
So happy. Continue.
I wanna see justice done. I wanna see that bitch Blue Eyes dead.
That's my boy.
Right. And do you have an idea on how to get us in there?
Well, I've got a little cabin in I've got a little cabin in the city. You can hide out here and make a move from there. I can hook you up with food and medical supplies, and there's another Warren runner that lives on my little block who's good with a needle, and he reattached Frederick's tail the other day, and he did a good job.
He's gonna look at Skarut. How much do you trust the rat?
Honestly, Fairy, that's the beauty of life debts. Ronald,
Ew.
we can trust you, right?
Yeah.
He waits too long to answer.
Ronald, and I put my arm on his shoulder. The others are dead. And I didn't spare you because I saw promise in you. Please
Yeah.
don't disappoint me.
No, we're
we-
clan brothers.
We are. We Three Toes stick together.
And he goes to give you one of those like warrior arm shakes with his little rat hand.
Yeah! 2 in 1 game.
Siphon's gonna turn to Arthur and hit and go, what do you think?
Look at it, Arthur.
Promise is promise. Besides, they might have a market.
Because for me, you know, rats are going to be extremely interested in astrology.
Well, yeah, but they've not seen the stars. You can introduce them to a whole new world for a price. See, that's what it's about, you see, Hatter. Monetization of everything.
Oh, I'm going insane.
Too late.
Sure, fuck it. Let's, you know what? Knife's too short, am I right?
Ah,
Wait, who's
all
you
right,
too
come
short?
on.
It certainly is when you're only 19 years old, yeah.
Hold on,
Come
what?
on.
Okay. All right, little rat. Take us to your
Hey!
hideout.
No,
My name's
wonder
Ronald.
people had strong.
Keep going.
Ronald.
And so he leads you down from this cliff face and towards the city. And as you do, you see a sign. And Scythian, you're really familiar with this. This is like a welcome to Heartholm sign. It has clearly been stolen and modified. The H has been turned into an R. The E is missing. The second R is missing. So it says welcome to Rathome as he leads you past that sign into the city. And that is where we will leave our session for tonight.
That's the greatest sign ever.
Yeah. I like to think like, as it fades out, you just see Arthur now putting an arm around the rat going, right, so tell me about your markets.
Yeah.
He's like, "Rah." Okay, so that was our game for the night. The poll has just started. Who is deserving of some corruption tonight? We have, if you put ! vote and then a number. So we've got 0 for Scythian, 1 for Herta, 2 for Arthur, and 3 for Skarut. And while that poll is going on, I'll go around everybody. We'll find out if you enjoyed yourselves tonight and where we can find you on the internet, starting with the wonderful Gabe.
Hi, I am Gabe James Games. So Gabe James Games, playing the newly father Skarut. Now I just have to get my demon dog, and I've got a whole family. This was delightful, and I can't believe how much of that actually worked.
Awesome. I'm so proud of Skarut for finding and adopting a rat son. And I mean, all he needs is Phil's pistol, and there's an heirloom to pass down to the next generations, right?
Yeah. For the three-toe clan. It's going to be a relic for the three-toe clan. Oh my gosh, it's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Gabe. And next up we have Tom. Did you have a good time tonight? And where can we find you on the internet?
I made a terrible mistake rolling a combat character who just can't roll in combat. I don't think I hit once. Oh no, I hit once throughout that entire encounter and then got twatted. So yeah, I really hope these rats have good healers, because otherwise I'm a goner. But I enjoyed myself. It was really good. I was actually halfway through that already thinking of another character. I'm still thinking as well. I am still thinking. So there is that. But I have enjoyed myself. Loved it. It was awesome. And it's an interesting combat. It's cool. I quite like it. It's very, like, it's quite quick. I mean, as we get to, to learn it more, it's going to be quicker. But it's quite quick in the system when you go boom, boom, boom. And I quite like that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm Hot Flakes Tom on Twitter.
Every time.
And Discord. And you can check me out there, yeah.
Okie dokie. Angie, did you have fun tonight? Where can we find you on the internet?
Oh my god, what a session. Combat was great, and the aftermath was... words escape me. You were right. You really didn't have to do anything before we started just going at each other's throats. It's fine. But yes, hi, I'm Banjalip. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter under that same username, where I will be posting art and game stuff and playing games on Twitch and all that good stuff. That's basically my spiel, because I don't do a whole lot more than that.
All right, and Jay, did you have fun tonight? And where can we find you on the internet?
I had a lot of fun tonight, although I'm vaguely annoyed that a character I intended to be shit at combat was annoyingly effective in combat. So I'm gonna have to sort that out at some point. I had a lot of fun tonight. I love this group. It's just ridiculous. You can find me over on Twitter, Voice J Britain, or here on Twitch, J Britain. I'm doing some Dark Souls, I think, on Friday. And then, if you don't mind me saying, Susie, 8 o'clock on Friday night, Susie and I are going to enter the world of Zombie Army 4 together to probably die horrifically, and I apologize in advance for my performance. So, yeah, come and join us for that. And that's it from me.
All right. As for myself, I am Susie, otherwise known as Susanna Grace. I'm a variety streamer who does video games, art streams, and tabletop RPGs. You can find me all over the internet at Susanna Grace. You can find me tomorrow on twitch.tv/follow Black Cats for the final in this little series of live beta testing of the spy game. I don't know what's going to happen, because they did sort of kill one of the people who were supposed to just be surveilling, and did end up in a high-speed car chase across Tokyo. So who knows? But just as a general reminder to folks, if you enjoyed the game tonight, please do hit that follow button for the Twitch channel. Just hit that subscribe if you liked it even more. And if you made any clips or anything like that, or if you're watching the VOD and you've made some clips, please do share them with us. We love them. And if you're watching on YouTube, hi YouTube. And just look out for that World Anvil that will be coming real soon. We are going to go raid one of our good friends, our Friday night GM, Virginia, who will be GMing Star Trek Adventures on Friday. But tomorrow on Encounter, you should get back here for Unhallowed Metropolis, Death's Curios with a Holotale and a bunch of other fabulous folks. But until next week, friends, we will see you. Take care.